AG1 is so much more than a greens powder. Get yours today.
Now this is an upgrade. Experience more with a $300 travel credit from Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Anyway, it doesn't matter much how you feel. You know what you gotta do. I'm here to do it. How about you, mister?
Age 5 years up. We was young bucks scrubbing each other's back in the bathtub. Babysitter sing you to bed. She'll make me stay up so she can give a young player some vicious head. Early symptoms of time of night, gigantic factor from the Hakeem's bridge stage. Some had it all down, but less unfortunate. You had an alloy spoke mongoose and I had a huffy. You owned a green machine, 3 different lunch pails. I had a go-kart that I built from a bunch of used nails. We grew up in the church together, nigga. Sunday school. Now I heard that you off into Jack and nigga. That ain't even cool. I used to be Conrad and fucked around and whipped bad. Walking up on the wrong tree, talking about running up in my
niggas have hateful thoughts, but they can't stop me from striving. Suckers be shaking soft. All in this game falsifying. Some fools be getting crossed. Victims of faultiness. Man, all that drama you come with, I swear you're off some shit. Whether it's morphine or cocaine, doja or dog food that had these marks betraying Max, fucking off my high-breaking rules. You got your P's mixed up. You ain't no pimp, you's a phony. I spit for major mix. While you make taste for your homies and then you work up the nerve to speak foul words. The perpetrators be instigators, is why I wrote this verse. For every youngster with his mind on his meal. Young player, just chill and take a look at what these fakers call real.
I trust no man, cause man will let you down every time. That's why I take it upon myself to thank God in every time. And I seen worse of days when some of my so-called friends wasn't around, when I ain't have a verse to say. I quench my thirst today with righteous thoughts of mine, cause righteous thoughts of mine will leave monk-ass niggas far behind. I seen it every time they come and go. That's why I drop to my knees and ask, what's up, baby? By the time morning comes, I can see the light. And then I'm thanking God once again for making everything alright. He made it tight and now I'm back up on the scene, counting green straight from H-Town to New Orleans. New human beings putting it down like a mic and not. Replace the slot, open up shop, we're about to make it hot. Stop with your devilish doings, because your devilish doings will only bring forth your ruin.
In the fall, you just will never know. Can you trust? I never trust nobody. I hate it. Everywhere I go. In the fall, you just will never know.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, my nigga, to watch your back and trust you. Cause ain't no nigga gonna watch your back for you like you. When someone is broken down and out without no clout is rough. At least you know who you can and who you cannot trust. See, let me explain myself and clear up the point I'm trying to make. Don't want no busters around me, player hate nor acting fake. Don't never be wanting nobody to get too close. I don't know if it's effects from the marijuana that got me annoyed and tripping. See, nowadays a nigga be rolling thick with hella loot. But if my loot was gone, would I be all alone? See, my partners who used to ride with me and smoke that dank and fuck with hoes, would they be them same niggas if I didn't have shit to roll? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who is to say what a nigga will do? Who is to say if you help someone, it's guaranteed that they'll help you? See what I'm saying? Listen to me and see if you can dig this. Smiling faces replaces friends when people receive ends. Now all of a sudden I'm acting funny cause my money's low. But there was no drama when I was living at my mama's home. But I'm not telling a nigga nothing you don't already know. Personal or business, you gotta watch who your friends
I'm thinking about hard times, freeing my mind. Who in the fuck gon' be my crutch? Holding me up, helping me out, making sure that I stay in touch. Where do I sleep? Who do I turn to when I be low on my cash? Who am I down with when 50 niggas be talking about kicking my ass? Who is my friend? Who is my foe? Who do I ask when what I wanna know. Something about something where I don't know nothing. My ignorance keeping me out in the cold. Who do I call when I'm in need of a ride in somebody else's car? How do I get from point A to B if B is just too far? Where can I get alone? Where can I use the phone? Who's gonna give me the permission to make a decision to come up within their house and live? When will I drive a beam? I take my clothes to the cleaners. How can I know? Will I forever be paying my dues? Will I forever be singing the blues? Where will I find the shoulder when I be wanting to lean? Know what I mean? When I be needing some justification, stuck in the fucking same location. Who is the friend that's helping me? Who is the buster that's hurting me? Who can I trust? Will you be there when the going is tough? Will I be hanging with dick in the dust? Who gonna share my load when it's too heavy to carry? Or will I go crazy pulling the load alone? Constantly getting my hustle on. When will I finally see, kind of suspect or even actually know who is my real friends, thick in the thin, and who in the fuck is my foe?
You just will never know. Who can you trust in a world that's so cold? I go, friend or foe, you just will never know. Whoa. You just will never know. Who can you trust in a world that's so cold? You just will never know.
For millennia, this rain has made the same extraordinary journey.
Everybody all right? We kicking it? We chilling, major.
It's not just water, it's Fiji water.
Very important question I'm asking. In a world that don't really bullets flying past me, who can I trust? Hey, maybe you'll It's starships and rockets. In the world, give a damn, yeah.
I take off my specs, sit down and collect my thoughts of another day in the past. How it don't last like it used to last. It's commonplace to get your ass splattered from a gun blast. Not trying to preach, just trying to reach y'all that feel me. I chose the righteous path and now people are out to kill me. Killing myself, advertising suicide, explaining formulas for
What's
black
up,
on black
Willie B?
genocide. In other words, I apologize. Not for telling the truth, but about the lifestyle I glorified. Not ever lying, I have heard and seen much shit. But through it all, man, I've always been a lyricist. From high school
Y'all
to
see the title? That's the topic. Allies or friends, and what's the difference? Let's separate oil from water today, so you know they don't mix.
That hay and hen, using God-given talent, slanging wealth and sin, lost in the clouds, drowning in that 80 proof, and all around me, my world is turning to
starships and rockets in a world that don't give a damn.
Bullets flying past me, who can I trust?
Man, from the best I can. If you send your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starships and rockets in a world that don't give a damn, yeah.
The asteroids whizzing past you, videotaping everything with their cameras flashing. They caught me dashing out the studio with the 2-inch tape. From the hood to the stage, it just ain't no escape from the devil. No matter who you are, it's hard to beat them. From the TV that you're watching to the food that you're eating, we've been shackled mentally by the enemy. And sometimes the enemy can end up being kin to me. Face pimp flexing, detection plexing. Friends turn to foes, trying to be slicker than Wesson. Lessons get taught by the ones fucking up constantly. Pressured by their peers, distracted by their eyes and ears. Niggas sell their soul trying to get the gold in. End up wondering where the bumpy road ends. Then again, time won't stop ticking away. You won't get shit if you don't get on up and get it today. New shit turn to old shit quick while we killing each other trying to impress the bitch. Lost in the clouds, drowning in that 80 proof, and all around us, our world is turning to
starships and rockets in a world that don't give a damn.
Bullets flying past me, who can I trust? I'm gonna do the best I can. Maybe you'll let your mind free. Maybe you'll understand. Starships and rockets in the world that don't give a damn, yeah.
Don't you know we got starships and rockets?
What's up, Sherry? Let me drop the link.
Can you feel me?
Listen to what I say.
Can you feel me?
Feel what I say, baby.
We're living.
Already, B.
In Mars and Mercury.
So how you tell the difference, B? How do you tell the difference?
Tell everybody hear what I say. Starships and rockets.
Would it be fair to say that one of them, your ally, once they needs change, y'all might not be cool that no more, or maybe you might be tipping the scale. Maybe y'all was allies to defeat a certain, like two countries coming together to defeat another country, but that country made more money than the other country. One country made more money than the other.
Born in a ballpark.
But the allyship fell apart fast, but one of them don't think it's fair.
Gotta get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, nigga, get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, haters better get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, sucker nigga, get on your job. If you hate, get on your job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame and the cheddar and the game and the deal. I'm still a go-getter. Take my freedom for the moment, but it ain't forever. I got the spirit of a god, heart of a dope dealer. I'm a king, see,
Hanging with some cold killers, I ain't never backed down or ran from down, nigga.
Yeah, stand the gorilla, even if I'm all alone, I stand at four niggas.
Nigga jump
Get no realer, find now with the soul
of a 6-foot killer.
Paralyzed from the waist down, from the real stand-up guys of the A-town.
Can't even look me in my eye. Put your face down. What you gotta say now?
All you hating is fuel to my fire. Niggas plotting on the crown, so just motivation.
Hey, but I ain't slowing down and I ain't stopping.
Motivation.
You know I don't stop, I go. Can't make me suffer, make me and make me.
Niggas happy to see, put anybody on top. Any rap.
Sherry, how's it going?
It's going.
Is it storming bad?
Yeah, it's tornado and thunderstorm warning. So, still have Wi-Fi, just don't have cable. So, if you see me go black, it's because the Wi-Fi went out.
I thought you already went black.
Yeah, right. I mean, black, not dark brown, not like light skin. Yeah, I was gonna look that up and see what the difference between.
Look it up. We can do it together. The difference, allies are not necessarily your friends, but they show loyalty, stay by you, side through adversity, as long as that adversity is their adversity. See, the thing that happens with allies is when their adversity ain't your adversity no more, well, you guys you don't have a reason no more.
That's a great example there, Beast. That's like perfect. That's everything that I've been posting.
Well, your friends shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we call people friends, and they might be our ally.
But
they may not have any intentions on being our friend. I mean, they might understand that your country and their country can get along because there's a country that you both have a problem with.
Right. But a true friend wouldn't get jealous or envious or
No. Matter of fact, they cheer you on and make sure you went harder if they saw potential. I'm just saying that's what my true friends do. And I know far and few. But then again, I also realized one thing when I was hustling is that I was messing with hustlers. I wasn't allowed to have friends. And what sucked is when you go around people 30 or 40 years and act like you ain't got no feelings, but you really don't. Because y'all were hustlers. And even though everybody's working and we ain't in the game no more, the mind state ain't left them. So every time they see opportunity, it's a hustle for them. Just because they see, oh, I see you got that job must be paying you good. Man, loan me. And see, they hustling you. They ain't even planning on paying you back.
Yeah.
And they'll pay you back. They'll pay you back just as long as until they find somebody else to borrow something from. Then you just lost that. They're going to the next.
Yeah.
I have reminded that because paying you $20 to leave me alone, that's more than getting my piece for $20.
I have one
What's up
girlfriend.
with the ship?
One girlfriend that's has been a true friend, and when I got saved, like there was a discipleship program, that you went through, and when she got saved, she said to the pastor, "Don't give me anybody fake. I don't want anybody fake." She said, I don't want somebody that's going to take me through this program and then dump me, just because I went through the program. And we were in the same like age group thing. And every time she volunteered to bring cookies or help or whatever, they'd say, "Oh, no, we got it handled." And then there'd be a cookie sign up. And so she got assigned to me, and she was welfare, single mom, 2 kids. And the first day that I met her, she was like, "You're not gonna leave me, are you?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Because I told them, don't give me somebody that's gonna leave me." And
I mean, I feel that this might be halfway a touchy situation just because of what we've been seeing and going through, just as far as people tapping in. You wonder, and that's why I say this was gonna tie all in at the end of the weekend when I did this show, because as much as I wanted to be friends with somebody, they just never had intentions on being friends with me.
yeah.
And now we can't make excuses anymore.
Well, it's like the post that I did. I set myself up for disappointment because I expect people to have the same heart that I have.
Yeah.
They don't.
And they don't. They just don't. And it's heartbreaking too, because there is nothing I want to do to see anybody fall down. Let me make that very clear.
Well,
That's why I don't move in certain ways, because all that is like pushing you down. I don't have to do that to build myself up. It's not true self-liftment if you need somebody else's bad or wrong or flaw to make you feel better.
Right.
True self-upliftment comes from self, and that's the only source. It doesn't come from outside sources. What's really funny is a lot of people think they're strong, but it just shows a lot of weakness in who controls you.
Well, because of my life experiences, if I catch you in a lie, we're done.
Yeah, that's and it hurts to tell the truth. Because all this time you think, oh, they just playing their friends. Oh, they just playing their friends. No, the whole time, the whole intention was, you're not supposed to be better than me, and I'm going to bring that up every single time I see you. I feel you're getting too far ahead of me. Let me bring it up every single time. I do this, I do. Like, and it's kind of shallow because the people that watch you really is what make you do what you do. If you don't have no watchers, you just got a channel running and been there before. That's why I'm very careful to not make it seem so vain or like I'm the reason. What's up with it, Wanda? Because a lot of it has to do with the congregation, the people that surround you. You know, they kind of have a lot to do with where you are. You don't get 1 million subscribers by being by yourself.
Yep.
That's why you see them kind of guys, they give away a lot. They do a lot of giveaways and a lot because they trying to show support and appreciation. Because if you got 1 million subs, it's gonna be hard for you to support every single person.
Well, I'm not a gamer, but the gamers that I follow, I go in, watch them play, talk to them,
Yeah.
you know.
And so we sometimes we have to see these things coming, especially when you see, like I see it right off top just because it's just been my story of my life. If you used to stream and you coming back to streaming in the community again, then yeah, things have changed. Things have rearranged. And what used to be might not be no more. So believe little of what you hear, half of what you see, and even less of that of what they say, because it might not be true. They just take isolated situations. We saw it the other night. Somebody took an isolated situation and made a whole narrative of their own, as in to hurt somebody. And they're supposed to be the ones that's got it all. What threat does a woman pose to you? And I'm gonna ask a lot of these dudes, when y'all be arguing with these girls up here, do y'all be low key like trying to flirt? Because this is like some shit that you do in 5th grade when you push the girl down that you like. You don't know how to react to it.
Yeah. Like the video, like I'm going to share it with my granddaughter because her whole year this year, 5th grade, the boys were bullying her terrible. Terrible.
But they might have just liked it
Well, that's what I told her. I said, they like you. Well, then why are they kicking me? Why are they hitting me?
because they
Why?
don't know how to react. They're stupid.
Well, it's happening again. Like she wanted to go to our local festival last night. And then she told her mom, I don't want to go. And I said, what, Dixie, what happened? Like, what? She said, nothing. I said, honey, you're talking to your grandma who's been there.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm just going to go to Uncle Spencer's. I said, okay, but you can talk to grandma. So, like, I'm going to share that video with her. Like, look what happened to me.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And if it's like that, if that's what you're around for, well then that's cool. You can do that. You can. But that just lets me know who you are. I wouldn't even call that an ally. I couldn't ally with that. Because it seems like, we had 10. Have y'all ever heard of the 10 commandments? Let me share something with you. You ain't never heard about
The ones that used to hang in the schools.
no, this right here.
Must
Well, hold on.
get
I got to wait for a couple
core
commercials.
strength like
But this is the
an
rules
empty.
that we live by in the street. Tip you out of a whole bunch of stuff. I know it's comical and it's kind of
I'd like to thank the Mac
funny, but these are
all
real
the
rules we
players
live by.
I'd like to thank him for Donald Goins and Iceberg Slim for dotting their I's, crossing their T's, popping their P's, and flexing their G's. I'd like to thank the Mac God for all the player prophets that he sent before me in 40 Water. For the Mac God chose 40 Water to come into the world and change and rearrange, to lace the suckers in the anti-player. He came in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on a Glad sandwich bag and floated ashore. And as soon as he hit the shore, he balanced the game. He said that 9/10 of this law was possession, and that 9/10 of this game was position, and that everything was done on the approach. The Mac God said that he would send an extraordinary one on the side of 40 Water. And he won't just be a player, he'll be an extraordinary player. Now we're going to turn the MacBook from page 211 to chapter 187. And it talks about how they had a kangaroo court for the players and how them suckers is out there with trumped up charges on E40. Well, if you want to judge the 40 water, bring him before 12 G's and open his files, and you will see that he has been true with a capital T since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. That the Mac God said that in the year 1555 that there was a great explosion, and some of the players inhaled some fumes pertaining additives, preservatives, and artificial flavors. The Mac God refers to them as suckers. And he said that he would send one that would come from one that was despised and rejected, and that he would send an extraordinary one in the world. And when he would come with 10 commandments. And the commandments would be, thou shalt not snitch, thou shalt not infiltrate, thou shalt not perpetrate, thou shalt not play a hate, thou shalt not hold trust, thou shalt not hold save, thou shalt not pay a trick, thou shalt not disrespect the game, thou shalt not be broke, and thou shalt not be without that thing. The Mac God said that just because you meet a hoe and she wears a jersey to say champion and eat a bowl of Wheaties, don't make her a winner. Will she sell her hips, her lips, and her fingertips? Will you tear down doors and knock out COs? Can you go the distance? Will you be the one with the checkered flag in your hand? Yeah, because I will be the winner.
Oh, ladies, I have never heard that.
These are rules that we live by. Hey, Beast is funny. Thou shalt not infiltrate. Thou shalt not perpetrate. Thou shalt not hold trust, and thou shalt not hold save. Should I say them again? BK, what's up, bro? That's my boy, right? That's my brother right there. B, what's happening with it, man? I've been bragging on you for a while. Sherry, that's BK right there. That's my brother. He from the light-skinned community. You know, I got a few light-skinned community people that come over here and mess with me, but that's my brother right there.
Glad there's another light skin in the room.
Been bragging on you, BK. But that's what I say, and that's what. Oh man, I've been good, real good, just chilling. Man, that man's so good. I don't have no money on GTA, but that man makes sure I got everything everybody else got. I got hangers. I be selling dope. I ain't really hardly put in no work. He was like, I got you, Rice. You want this car? Oh, Rice, I got a car I want to give you. I'd be like, what? I ain't even do nothing. He was like, that's okay. I just want to give it to you here. That's my bro right there. That's my GTA bro. Oh, we had a ball. Man, we have a good time. That's why I say, and again, now I'm going to say this. That's, BK's not an ally. He's a friend. Because even if I'm fucking up, he's not going to let me fuck up because in order to gain an advantage because we're allies. We're not friends. He's going to let me know you fucking up, bro. Snoop, same way. You fucking up, bro. Stop doing that shit. Why do you even pay attention to that shit? You dig where I'm coming from? So I know the difference between your friend ain't gonna, you know, I realized something that I was groomed as a child to say that my best friend was somebody I like to see every day, that we had a lot in common, like at school. That's what I was groomed to say. But your best friend should be your parents. The ones that are for real. The ones that you know have your best interests at heart. That's gonna tell you when you messing up. But that word friend, we use it loosely now. I tell you something else I learned. Every time somebody in the hood or on the street, all people I don't know call me fam, they ready to ask for something. What's up, fam? Chilling. You got a cigarette? Every single time. You got $1. As soon as they say fam, that means re-related what you got. Know what I mean?
How's business? How's things going?
Yeah. That's what I'll tell you. When people that like last night, everybody was saying, "Oh, I got money, I got this, I'm broke." I don't have nothing for you, man. Pay me if you want. I'm broke. I don't have shit. I'm poor. Everything I got is already spent. Ask the people. They'll show you the paperwork. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep doing the shit too, as long as they let me have shit that they know I can't pay back. Fuck them. They know. They knew when they gave me the shit I couldn't pay for it. That's why it's called credit. They'll give you a lifetime, as long as you're giving them something on it. They can't scare you into paying shit off. Yeah, I just had to come to terms with myself. My best friend is my mama. If I'm really messing up, she gonna be the first to let me know. She ain't gonna roll with just anything. I don't know if y'all ever been in this position, but I was in a position where I was having a little money. And I didn't have no job. I had to get a job in order to buy my mama something. Anybody ever had to do that? You got some money, you done came up, you want to buy your mama something, and she's like, I don't even want it. I don't want it, I don't want that, I don't like how you made your money. I don't want no parts of it. Chef, what's up with it, bro?
What's up, man?
Chef, but you
What's
know
up,
what I'm
Shannon?
saying?
Hey,
My
Chef.
mama said I don't want no parts of it. I had to get a job in order to give my mama something. A job. Where this money come from? Man, just go get you something nice. Go buy this. Go pay your bills. Do whatever you want to do with it. You got a job? Yeah, I got a job. Let me find out you ain't got no job. Cause my mama was like that. She didn't want that. She didn't want that shit. It wasn't right. She didn't want it. Old people like that. They about their integrity first.
Right.
Old people don't want your money if it's bad money. They ain't gonna they your best friend.
Yeah, Beast. That she brought her boyfriend over. 7 hours
I gotta
they
get
were
something nice.
on the bathroom, and then I said, "Do you think you could look at my screen door?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a simple fix." An hour and a half after
I gotta get my
that, he's still working on my
hold on,
door.
hold
I'm
on.
like,
Jesus.
yeah.
But your ally will let you sleep in boo-boo. He won't even tell you that you stink. You got flies flying all around you and everything. You done slept in a whole pile of shit, and your ally just like, all right, my nigga, come on. He just put a pin on his nose and keep it moving, like you okay. The whole time you smell like boo-boo, he ain't even letting you know. Cause y'all got a mission together. And then wait, because once that mission over, if you decide to turn on your ally, he got firepower. He know you. That's a lot. That's what worried me when we talk about countries across the world. None of us get along. We all ally up according to what the mission is. I'm just saying that's what your ally will do though, because it's your ally.
Right.
Your friend not gonna let you do that. Your friend say, I'm gonna go with you, but you gotta take a bath, bro. I can't. You with me, homie. We together. We in the same car. If you look like that, they gonna assume I look like that. I feel that, or that's okay with our friendship, and it ain't. You already know, BK. I'm gonna have to get on the 5 with you, BK. I know a lot of people ain't on the 5 like us, but I'm gonna have to get on the 5 with you because I don't transfer that dude. Or if, unless you want to help me get this girl on the 4 up like she was, like the dude was on the 4.
You guys are talking Greek.
We talking gaming. We talking GTA online. 2K.
Good
He played
Lord.
2K too. 2K, GTA, Red Dead Redemption. He might play Call of Duty. But that's bro, man. That's like I say. That's somebody. Them years we spent together. Already, BK.
All of you guys are gamers too.
These are all these is
All
years.
gamers.
And
All
I'm
of
gonna
us.
say something. Gang, get money gang.
Oh,
Money gang on I don't know. I haven't met anybody
Are
else
you
with
okay?
larger click. Money gang is large. The click BK put together is his click. He put it together with a couple other people. Large. And when the child is in there, their parent is in there. That's the dopest thing about it.
right.
The child and their mama and the mama and the daughter be in there.
Yeah, I know some of these people that I know that have kids that game. I mean, because the kids wear the earphones when they play, but got to
I
monitor.
can't even log on. I don't know all the people. I can't even log on without, if I go to invite people. You know how you go in there and you open up your own. You can open up your own room, and you can have it a private room where you only have your gang in there. I don't be knowing some of the people. Some of the people just come in. I'll be like, "What's up, man?" They be like, "How you get in this gang?" I'll be like, "Shoot, I mess with BK." Oh yeah, BK.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
That's on GTA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Oh, okay, yeah, you cool. Oh, I remember you right. You be with snooping. Yep.
There's a big manhunt on TikTok because there was a guy that was doing that and he was posing as a kid, and then he'd get, I don't know how your game thing works. I know you guys say there's your playroom thing, but he'd
You're
get all these
posing as a kid?
We had one.
Yeah.
We had one in here.
And then I don't. Can you guys turn on a camera? Can you guys turn
Yeah.
on a camera? Well,
We had one in here. Didn't we, y'all?
Yeah.
Well, he'd get all the kids in there,
I don't
and
know.
then he would expose himself.
But
So,
we had one in here that was asking the kids to expose themselves. He came on the live and told it.
so I guess they banned him on TikTok, and he appealed it, and they gave him back his channel.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So
What
they're,
the fuck?
the informant that I have, like he posted a video with the guys, like, so they're asking you to report him to the local police department, report him. I mean, I'm just like, that is so sick. So sick. But if parents aren't monitoring their kids and knowing what their kids are doing,
Well, the person that might need help. When you ask them, say, "Man, why you ain't take no bath?" Be like, "Man, I got nowhere to take no bath. I just didn't want to worry nobody." Then you be like, "Oh man, you okay? Come on."
Right.
But I gotta help you because I'm your friend. Like I say, your ally wouldn't make those. It would take that position as an advantage. And we just know that we can look through the globe and we look how things is going like Putin. Y'all do know they steady walking up on Putin, right?
say that
Him,
again.
the man, Putin. Putin in trouble in his own country. He can't go home. They trying to do him.
Yeah. I heard about something like that.
Russia trying to do him. Moscow trying to do him. We knew that was going to happen when all of his top people started falling out of buildings and committing suicide last summer.
That's crazy.
They weren't his friends. They were allied up. Now,
Right.
they don't need him. They got the bricks is moving by itself.
Mm.
They don't
Right,
need
right.
that man. You get where I'm coming from? They don't need that man. The only thing that's holding America up is that we are the hub. Like we have established ourselves in the world as the code of conduct.
But once that new world order once it's Maine. Biden's destroying the country, so won't be long.
I don't think he's destroying it. I think we're allowing it to happen by deciding we're allying up instead of becoming friends or family.
Everybody doing it, sure. Even Justin Trudeau doing it too. So
Yeah.
doing the same thing as Biden. Y'all doing the same thing. So.
But we're letting it happen, and we're the people. We don't have to act. We don't have to move like that.
Yeah.
I kind of want my extension cord, so sure.
You get where I'm coming from with that?
Yeah.
I don't think shutting America down is in the best interest of the world. That's just me. I think controlling us is in the best interest because a lot of the people in the world are starting to do and wonder why they can't do the things we do. How come our law is set up like that and they can't set their laws up like that? So we're getting a lot of pushback and rebellion. So they got to reel it in again. And they're tricking us into being okay with it. That's where you get cancel culture. Instead of me just not listening to you and reserving the right for you to talk and say whatever you want to say, now I want to shut you up. That's like voting yourself back into slavery. It wasn't supposed to be that way. Not here. Other places, yeah, they've been shut it up. But not here. It wasn't supposed to be that way. You're supposed to be able to say whatever you want within reason, that you don't threaten nobody or you don't startle people and cause mass pandemonium. That's why you can't be yelling, it's against the law for you to make a bomb threat or yell bomb in a crowded theater. Because you'll get a lot of people hurt trying to get up out of there.
So why they want to kill him?
I don't know why they want to kill him. I think because he's being too personal with the mission. I'm gonna tell you something else. Donald Trump, we know it's two of them. A lot of people they think I'm crazy when I say that, but they gonna kill him too.
I think
in the next term.
Joe Biden, them down there paying. I think that's what that money was for, paying them people down there.
They gonna kill Donald Trump if he win again. He is a dead man. Watch.
Well, Biden. So.
They gonna already have the president behind whoever run with Donald Trump, because that's who they banking on winning, because he done been briefed on how to operate in the White House now. Whoever run with him, don't call him the president. They gonna get rid of Donald. They gonna splat him. Watch.
Well, I think they would have already gotten rid of Biden if the vice president wasn't the vice president.
They don't care. They're keeping him.
Man, she doing exactly what she want to do. She infiltrated. It's funny how knee-deep she is into politics. And the first place we ever saw her, she was on the red carpet as a mistress with another girl to Montel
Williams. Yep.
Y'all don't remember that? That's Camilla Harris.
Yep.
He said her name. They said, who is that? Then they said that. He said, that's Camilla Harris. Judge Joe Brown would tell you she ain't never did nothing but screw her way to the top.
Yep. And put dark-skinned men in jail for longer sentences for less crime. Her and Biden, big buddies.
They're putting people in place to sell you out. These aren't black leaders. These are leading blacks. We got to know the difference. We not voting for these people. These are what they present to us.
Well, they have everybody convinced she's black, and she's not black.
She ain't. She's Indian.
Indian, yeah.
Yeah. Of course she is.
But don't it make sense? Hold on, wait a minute. Don't it make sense? Because what did they call the people over here when they got here and landed over here? Indians, right? So we see what Indians look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just check it.
So no, but when
I say Aboriginal around the world, there wasn't a continent the original person wasn't on. That's what I mean.
She was trying to say that she was Jamaican.
She
I
is.
don't get
Half
that.
Jamaican.
She's not on Jamaican.
Indian, Asian, and white.
Yeah, she's doing exactly. They got another lady on the Democratic Party, a black lady that's from India, that's pushing. She's in the Democratic Party. She's pushing all the wrong thing. She can't do that in her country. She'll die.
Yeah.
And she's Muslim. Come on, y'all. We got to make sense of this.
Go back.
How in the hell you gonna get a Muslim to be a Democrat and the Democrats
Yeah,
support
she said she was
LGBT?
Jamaican, but she's not on Jamaican.
Yeah,
I don't know.
are you talking about the one that married her brother so she'd
That's
stay
like
here?
pissing me off.
Bryce, is that who you're talking about?
Who?
Are you talking about the woman that married her brother?
I don't know if it's the woman that married her brother, but this lady's in the Senate or in Congress. She's a Democrat or a senator in the house in one of them houses.
Yeah, I think she married her brother.
Did she? Wow.
Okay, what's her name?
I don't
Who,
know.
the Muslim lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't pull it up.
I can.
I wouldn't doubt it because that's what they do.
Muslim lady in Congress. American Muslims. Where is she from?
Minnesota. Maybe not. There's 4 of them.
Yep.
Omar. You talk about Omar?
The black lady.
Yes.
They won't tell me her name.
Is she House of Representatives?
Yeah.
She's in the U.S. Congress.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're
Somalian boy?
telling me that she's married to her bro, Sherry.
I'm pretty sure.
Where do you see that?
One of them that is in Congress is married.
Rashida Tlaib. And they're Democrats.
So this one?
Yep.
She's her and AOC are like best buds.
Yeah. Then it just goes completely against her religion. So let me ask y'all something. If we don't, I know we separate state from religion. That's what gives her the opportunity to be in that position, I guess. Gives her like a write-off. But at the same time, everything she's doing is against her religion. Wouldn't you say that's kind of like infiltrated our government system?
Mm-hmm. No more religions, no more.
I mean, being a Muslim, that's one thing I know. Just like I be telling some of these Christians, as soon as Barack was talking about making, that's just a deal breaker for me. I thought it would be for all believers because that's different than the sin. That's like an abomination. That's like something that, God get real mad about.
Ilhan Omar did marry her brother. I don't know if it was her first husband or her second husband. She's been married twice. She married her brother to come here illegally.
Dang.
What?
Then divorced him and
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is wild.
yeah.
Whoa.
See?
But I wonder why she would have to marry him just to come here. Yeah, could you not come here single? Yeah.
No, that's to be the fastest way.
Oh.
You know, they be trying to get married because usually you just all you had to do was be married, and then they started marrying everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, oh, you can't do that no more. But people just get married.
Right. Damn, so she married her brother to get here. So how long they stayed to get here when
Well,
like what, a year after
isn't
they divorced?
she's been here since 2016.
I know, but I'm just saying how long they did they divorce right away when she got to the country, or did they divorce
I,
after like a year after, like what? Huh?
well, it'd probably have to. I don't know how long it takes to become a citizen.
Yeah. It's like I think it takes like 10 years in America to become a citizen.
That's how long it's the two people that I know. That's how long it took
Yeah,
them.
it takes 10 years.
Yeah, something like that.
10 years to become citizen in America. You can't just become citizen over 5 years. I think they need to drop that too. That's the next thing. Of all these countries, people them coming there working, build up. 10 years is a lot.
Well, if you go through the class, I mean, if you come here legally and then go through the class, I mean, I know people that like taught the classes and
And I'm not talking about illegal. I'm talking people that come here like, that come to the country like even for like that are their allies that they know that go to the schools or whatever. Hold on, let me see what's going on. So, she's crazy.
Yeah.
They should uplift that. They drop it a little bit, like some years off. What you need?
That's one thing that I always worry about. That's why I say these countries that are people like them people, they want our country to be like their country. And we're gonna vote they're tricking us into voting ourselves into it. And we don't even get it because we didn't learn anything. We're not teaching the real history anymore on how things work. So we're forgetting everything.
I don't know where she put it. She probably had it in the back.
I mean, y'all think about it. What's up, Ivo? The government wanted total control when they came out with new math. New math. I don't care how new you do the problem. 2 plus 2 still gonna be 4. What is
yeah.
new math?
Oh, that dumb. What is that? What is that math? Because it's I watched a whole YouTube thing on it, and I felt like I was dumber after I
Yeah.
it was
I
like if you
showed my daughter how to do old school math, and she said, "I'm gonna do it like this from now on, Daddy, because that other what they got me doing. That's a lot of work, and I use up a lot of paper. Yeah, I know. This is crazy. Now
it
you want to practice. Now you want to practice this. What's up, business? Now you want to practice this on an iPad.
Tom Business was good.
well, they have to show their work. I'm like, how do you show your work when you're doing it on a computer? And then, I
It's
mean,
so many steps. You done added 567 steps to 2 plus 2.
well, yeah, because you like draw these lines and
Yeah.
and draw a circle, and then
And play tic tac toe. Whoever win get the answer first. What the hell is this?
when they do it, it's like, okay, do the multiplication problem over here, then do it over here.
Yeah.
Well, if you just memorize what your facts were, you could. I mean, oh my god,
What are we doing?
Common Core.
King Ivy was good. Was good with it.
But I said, why don't they have reading groups? Why don't they have math groups? That way, like, okay, the kids that aren't getting it can like focus on what they're doing. If you get it, okay, you're over
Usually,
here. Oh no, we don't want to separate the kids so they know who's not getting it, who's get. Kids already know who's not getting it. Kids already know who's smarter. The kids are. I mean, come on.
yeah.
You already have the gifted classes. Really now. I mean, we had reading group. There was group A, B, and C. The
Yeah.
A group was the smart group. The C
Right.
group was the not so smart group. Then you had the middle group.
Yep.
Even when you
And
work in groups, when you're doing your work, your projects,
So you can
take
checks and
turns.
balances so you can help each other.
Right.
right. And I hated when we played round the world, or they did the flashcard thing, and then if you didn't get it, you had to sit down. Oh
Yeah.
shoot! By the time they flipped the card, it was like, ooh, brain freeze. I don't know.
Yep. That was the whole. They used to play games with us, simple games back then that taught you a lot. I remember when it was people in class and somebody had spread a rumor about somebody, and the girl Fields was hurt. I can't remember. I don't know if it was Tiny Stu. It was some one of them girls that was always in something, but a Fields was hurt this time. And and I guess the teacher felt bad, so she made us play this game called telephone. Y'all ever play
Yeah, I
telephone?
know you.
Yeah.
Where you sit in a circle and she tell them something simple, and by the time it get back to her after 30 kids, it don't be nothing like what.
What the first person said?
Yep, and then she'd say, "That's why you don't believe what people tell you."
Yeah, like I dumped my Oreos in milk. Well, then by the time it got to the last person, you know,
Yeah,
she dipped her head in a mud puddle or something
yeah.
stupid. You know?
You're like, what?
Yeah, that was, we used to do that slumber parties. They'd give you a piece of paper, and you had to. The first person read the paper, passed it on. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think what else we
that's
did.
the way it was back then, you know. And they taught valuable lessons, like some of the books. I don't know if y'all read Old Yeller, Savage Sam, Where the Red Fern Grows. Um, these were some good ass books. What else did we have to watch the movie? Romeo and Juliet. That was the first time. That was soft porn, and I was in 6th grade. We had to watch Romeo and Juliet after we watched the book, after we read the book. Romeo was going to town. Juliet titty was just
We had to do
moving in perfect circles.
cities.
Right. Fuck.
There was that. What was that? There was a cowboy book we had to read in seventh grade.
That was a weird book, though. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do all that.
Gone with the Wind.
Do all that, writing and putting together. Nah, yeah, my own story. Oh,
Gone with the Wind. Remember Gone with the Wind was about some slave owners.
I have never watched that movie.
That's one of the racist ass movies in the world. We had to watch it. It was a romance, but it was about some slave owners that lost their property. It was fucked up.
I'm gonna have to think about that one. What is the book we read in 7th grade?
What was some of the messed up books we had to read, y'all? I know when I got to high school, Roots was big, but it would start a fight at the same time of year every year because it came on TV.
Yeah, and then
And
it was
black people would just come to school mad at white people, and white people wouldn't know why because they didn't watch Roots.
yeah, but then it wasn't even a true story.
Well, it was a true story. It was just that the guy who wrote it wasn't the guy who produced it. He stole it. He was an FBI agent, Alex Haley. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? A white dude wrote that book. Yeah, for real, Ivo, you laughing. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you laughing. Nigga watch Roots one night, come to school. I think it was on 3 nights in a row. Come to school mad as hell at white people. White people don't know what the fuck you tripping on. They don't watch that shit. What?
Somebody's like,
The Alamo, we had to watch the Alamo. That was a good ass movie for them losing. You thought they were some real studs the way they went down. If you gonna go down, that's right. If you plan on losing, watch the Alamo movie. That'll show you how to lose in style.
What movie? What you said?
You won.
What movie you said, Rice?
Remember the Alamo? In Texas, lost like a motherfucker. Mexico beat that ass in the Alamo. And remember the Alamo? But in the movie, you think Texas won. They got their ass whooped. What's up, Big Snoop?
What's up? What's up, Snoop?
Yeah, for real. You would think. I'm not lying, I swear.
That's gonna drive me crazy till I figure out what that book was.
And then we watched Shaka Zulu. Yeah, the Martin Luther King movie. That was another one. Yeah.
You know, I never seen that. Shaka's, I heard about it.
Man, you need to watch that shit. That puts you on a whole nother level. That movie ain't nothing but true. It puts you on a whole nother level. It was the first introduction to black people to let them know what they look like. They never know what they look like, except for they would see themselves in the water, with the reflection of the water, but they never had mirrors. White folks introduced them to mirrors, cannons. For real, Shaka Zulu was a fool, man. That man, Shaka Zulu was such a fool, Chef. I'm gonna tell you one part of the movie that you'll like.
Yeah.
He was a soldier. He had to be under his captain, but he didn't like his captain. And so he wouldn't wear no shoes. And the captain, he lit a stick on fire, right? And threw it on the ground. And he say, "You think you don't need no shoes? You don't think you don't need no shoes?" He said, "Put this out with your feet." And Shaka stepped on the stick and put the fire out with his feet.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And the captain
There's
said,
a book. You see,
I don't give a damn if you can put out a volcano with those feet.
I read the book.
Wears
Like,
shoes.
we had the book in like
I
I read the book like right before I came here. Must have been like around 5 years old. Around them times.
Yeah, the captain say, "I don't give a damn if you can put out a volcano with those feet. A soldier is supposed to wear shoes." Boy, that was some funny shit when he said that.
Chef, did you have tornadoes close to you yesterday?
No, just rain. I told you, been having rain all day. Rain since yesterday.
Oh, lucky.
Rain.
Some of that hit us.
I've been saying that. Remember I said it yesterday, Sharon? Rain. A lot of rain and more rain and more rain and more rain.
Because they said Alberta had a big.
We had the lightning, the thunder. Even yesterday when I was live, we had the lightning, the thunder. You know what I mean? But it's been raining. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be, and it's still hot. But I think it's gonna be like this until, I'm not gonna lie to you, like the end, until like August. I think that's the only nice month that we're gonna have. No rain. Yeah, this shit kills me. We're in the third day of July, and it's still raining. Is it raining over there, Rice?
No.
I'm not sure he's having the thunderstorm. Holy.
Well, they're predicting a climate change emergency, so.
Probably underneath the clothes.
So what's that mean?
It's underneath the clothes.
No. We'll see.
It's underneath the clothes.
All I know is if I have to wear a trash bag, I'm gonna wear one.
Yeah, it's been raining, bro. I can't lie to you. I get everything done early, like I get up, then I make sure I have everything so if nothing's wet. By 10 o'clock it'd be raining straight back to straight back to the nighttime. That shit crazy. I never seen that before.
Well, our tornado sirens were going off for 15 minutes straight.
I'm kidding you not, Rice. I'm serious.
No warnings came across our phones, so I turn on the TV, the cable goes out.
Beast, I think Abo talking about the old Martin Luther King, the documentary where the old one, where they be having the dogs and shit, and he be going to jail. Like where it show what he do. That's the kind we used to watch in school. Oh, Selma. Yeah, Selma was one of them ones that have people mad. And see, white people just don't watch certain movies. They just don't go watch them.
What's that?
White people just don't watch certain movies. Like
in a box.
I be trying to tell white people, I be like, y'all ain't never seen Life? Like that's one of the best movies ever. And they're like, Life? Who plays in that? I'd be like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. They'd be like, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, I've never heard of it. And they play there together. They're so great. I bet that is so funny. Be like,
You
yeah,
never heard of that. You never heard.
You ain't never saw it. And they be like, no. But they saw the Clumps. They saw Eddie Murphy live. They saw Norbit. They didn't see Life.
Eddie Murphy when he was on Saturday Night Live. And
Yeah.
Gumby.
They saw him on Saturday Night Live. You know, this new movie a lot of people are watching that he got with Nipsey Hussle wife, and the Jewish boy, and the lady Christine that used to play on Seinfeld. She the Jewish boy mama. I can't remember what the movie called, but it's a good ass movie. It's funny as hell too.
Now there's a movie coming out. Is it tomorrow or the next day? It's called Freedom. Have you guys heard about it? It's about sex trafficking. Kids sex trafficking. I think it's put out by a Christian film producer. So it's only in certain in theaters. But I think it's tomorrow or Tuesday. It's coming out. It's Freedom. That's the name of. They were trying to get it to not be shown. But
Damn.
yeah.
No, we used to watch. I think the one thing that really messed me up in school was when the Challenger blew up. When the space shuttle Challenger blew up on national TV.
You were in school then? I was working.
Yeah. I was in school. I think I was in the 5th grade. It was in 84, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was working.
Was you?
Yeah,
I was in school.
I graduated at 17.
What year?
Vocational ed.
What year?
Well, if you were in school in 84 and I graduated from vocational school and went to work. Think about it.
You People. There it is. You People. With Jonah Hill, Julia St. Dreyfus, Eddie Murphy. What's the girl name? Eddie Murphy daughter in that movie. What's her name be? Ain't that Nipsey Hussle wife? If you ain't seen You People, you missing out on a good movie. I'm just saying.
It's
funny as hell. Yeah, they were.
You're talking that movie with that Jewish the Jewish dude, right?
Somebody just told me to watch the
All right.
Yeah, Chef. The black girl who dad is Muslim trying to marry the Jewish boy. Laura London, there you go.
Yeah, Laura London.
I didn't know she was that good looking. She is really good looking. I didn't know that. I knew she would look good, but I didn't know she looked that good. I had never seen her. I don't go looking at these people when I see their face and I be like, oh, that's a pretty girl. But she just got it going on all over. She's like perfect.
Did you ever read the book Shane? Like that. We had to read that in 7th grade. 7th grade English.
And we read Where the Red Fern Grows, about the dogs.
I have that movie. That's one of the best movies ever.
What? Where the Red Fern Grows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wasn't it about some dogs?
Yeah. Did you cry?
No, I cried with Old Yeller and Savage Sam. Remember Old Yeller? Savage Sam is Old Yeller's son.
Who?
Remember they had to kill Old Yeller because he went crazy. He got bit by something and then he lost his mind.
Who?
And the little boy had to kill him. That's what made me cry.
I didn't see that one.
Who that, Rex?
What you say, Chef?
He said something about somebody. Who was he talking about?
Who?
No, you were just telling. You said something. Was it a movie you were talking about?
Yeah, the movie. The movie is called Old Yeller. The dog it's a yellow dog, but he like a savior, like he can really fight, and he's a super huge protector of this little boy. Well, he was protecting the little boy from something, and he got bit and got he went and got the mad disease. He got rabies, and he
Oh,
couldn't
raccoon.
and he couldn't come back from it. So the dad made the little boy at the end. He made the little boy he made the little boy kill him, shoot him with a shotgun in the end. But the dog had a child, and that was the second part of it. His name was Savage Sam, and it was almost the same story, like a tragic ending like that for Sam too. Sam just lost a fight at the end though, but he was a super protector dog. But that's what it was called, Old Yeller. That was a dope dog, man. What's up, Queen?
Okay.
But but if you ever seen that, I don't know, them was just some of the movies that, like I say, we grew up on. Just some older, and I like older movies. Like
It's
my daughter, she's a huge Richard Pryor when he was before, way back then. She liked the toy. She liked Hear No Evil, See No Evil. And Richard Pryor, he was a raunchy comedian, but his movies was clean. She ain't seen Stir Crazy yet. I ain't never see that shit, because that's about being in jail. That's about being in prison. Y'all remember Stir Crazy, don't you? Richard Pryor and that crazy white dude, Willy Wonka. Man, they did some of the best acting in the world together, man. Them boys just went like hand in glove, like ebony and ivory on the piano. What's his name? You know Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
That was another good dude, man. But that's what I say. We don't have movies like that no more. These movies don't really have already. These movies don't really have plots no more. They just kind of all over the place.
yeah,
That
they don't really have like a good storyline either.
Yeah, it's not like a plot no more.
Yeah.
Ish.
Like she like movies like, I don't know. Do y'all remember the movie Space Camp?
Right.
Y'all don't remember that movie where the little robot back then, they had a little robot named Jinx. He had a best friend, and his best friend was sitting on the edge of the thing, and he said, I really want to go to the moon. But he didn't know nobody could hear him because he was by himself. See, he was a 12-year-old genius, and he was around 16, 17-year-olds. He had class with them in space camp. And they was simulating going to the moon, and the damn robot fooling around sent them for real because the little boy said that, and all the robot could all he could say was friends forever.
Oh
Then
yeah, I remember that. What was that, Johnny Number 5?
huh?
What movie was that? Johnny Number 5?
Space Camp.
Oh, yeah, Space Camp. Oh, well,
Friends forever. That little boy, now the little boy and everybody in camp, and the teacher stuck up in space. They don't know how to even drive no real spaceship. They been playing the whole time. They thought they was going in there just to take a look at it. He done sent them up there for real. He done launched. And now they got to bring them back. And Jinx brought them back. They was doing Morse code because they couldn't talk to him. Wasn't none of the communications or nothing set up. So they was doing Morse code, and Jinx started reading the Morse code. That's how they got them back. Y'all gotta watch. See, them good movies. Y'all know y'all don't remember that. Y'all remember Gremlins and E.T. and Ghostbusters. It was a lot of good movies back then that had plot. The E.T. was a motherfucker though. E.T. was funny as shit. I think the funniest thing in ET is when they knew that that little boy had something up in his room, and they was looking through them stuffed animals, and they skimmed right past ET. He was mixing in like a mother. he blended right in with with them stuffed animals. The Goonies. Come on, man, let me in. You gotta do the truffle shuffle. No, man, don't make me do it. Yeah. I know Sherry probably likes stuff like 16 Candles. And that movie, they was in detention on Saturday all day.
Breakfast Club.
See? 16 Candles was dope too, especially the Asian dude that got beat up. When that dude knocked on the door, he said, "Oh, you don't want to beat up my face. You beat up my face. No, you beat up my face. Get away, go. I'll call the police. You beat up my face." That dude whooped that dude ass.
Purple Rain.
Rain was another good one.
Of course.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Dirty Dancing, Footloose.
Yeah, yep, that was some good ones.
Pretty in Pink.
See all the movies Sherry know? She ain't named no Menace to Society. House Party.
Young boys in the hood. Young boys in the hood.
New Jack City. She ain't named. The Mac. She ain't said nothing about.
Young Corruptor.
No.
Labyrinth. Did you guys see
The Labyrinth? The Labyrinth was dope. That was another good movie.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Are you guys
I didn't never watch them.
You did?
I already knew it was gonna be some bullshit, just like Star Wars. I never watched that either. They're like, we're going to watch Star Wars. When I go, like, hell no, I don't like.
I know.
Friday the 13th.
I didn't. Nope. I didn't like Jason. I liked Freddy because Freddy cracked jokes. Remember when that girl was on the bed and he started shooting tongues and tying her to the bed with them tongues that was coming out of his mouth? And you have to. He said, "Oh, I can't. You can't say much, can you? You're a little tongue tied."
Yeah. That was funny.
Risky Business.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't watch that.
Yeah.
Didn't watch that. Hey, Sherry, your movie collection.
There's nothing about a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
She ain't said no.
When Harry Met Sally.
What do you say?
When Harry Met Sally.
No.
You guys all know the
See, I met that, but she ain't said no poetic justice. No set it off. You see the difference in America? I'm just trying to point out the difference in America. So black people, when white people be wondering why y'all mad and y'all just finished watching Roots, that's because they ain't never watched it before.
The Outsiders. Did you guys watch The Outsiders?
Yeah.
I read the book.
Now, The Outsiders was dope.
Yeah, I watched The Outsiders.
Stand By Me was another good movie.
The Shining.
The Shining was dope.
The Shining, yeah.
But I mess with anything King mess with.
I watched The Shining.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. They probably haven't seen that, but I have.
Top
Jeff
Gun.
Spicoli, Sean Penn, ordering pizza in class.
Ferris Bueller.
Day off.
Bueller.
Weekend at Bernie's was funny as a motherfucker too.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, they probably saw. People saw that. Everybody did.
Beetlejuice.
Yep, because it's a comedy.
Trading Places. You guys, I'm sure you saw that one.
Yeah, of course. That's Eddie. But I bet you ain't seen like Coming to America, the first one.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the second one? Did you see the new one?
No.
I wonder if I have. I think I have. I might have them.
No, you haven't.
Look at him. No, you don't.
Everybody's seen the first one.
Did you guys see?
Look at Beast.
The best one.
Beast said what I said. She ain't naming none of them. What's the movie Tupac was in? When he was bishop,
Poetic Justice, or
where he was bishop, Chef.
Desperately Seeking Susan.
Yeah, of course. All the James Bond movies too. And I saw Mermaid. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, that one. What's her name?
She was walking down the street. That was the first time I seen her ass.
You
Was
guys
on
are
Mermaid.
younger than me, so you're probably talking 90s movies, not 80s movies.
Yeah, they are because they're younger than us, Sherry. What's up at it again?
So let's look at the 90s movies.
No, 80s movies still. We'll work our way to the 90s.
I did again media. What's good with it? What's good with it? What's good? What you
I'm
spent?
trying to think of some black movies back in the 80s. I can't really think of none.
Well, let me type that in.
Casino was a good movie. I think that's 90s, those beats,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Casino was dope.
Color Purple is 80s.
Now, one of my favorite movies was Narc by Ray Liotta. He produced it. Busta Rhymes was in it. And I also had another movie that I like to watch. Oh man, what was that called? Beside the Corleones, I could watch them all day.
A Soldier Story.
Oh yeah, 48 hours and another 48 hours. Oh yeah.
Do the Right Thing.
Yep.
Glory.
Yep.
Beat Street.
Oh yeah, Breaking. There we go.
Lean on Me.
Lean on Me, uh-huh.
Tap. Did you guys see Tap?
What is that?
I don't know. Doesn't.
Oh, you looking up stuff.
Yeah. Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I saw that. The Toy.
Oh yeah. You had it. That's Richard.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Mm-hmm. That's Richard.
She's Gotta Have It. Spike Lee.
Yeah.
My internet's moving slow.
Tap had the great Gregory Hines in it. All right. School Days, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Wake up!
Purple Rain.
Wake up!
Rain is the top 3 movie of the 80s.
Purple Rain is?
Mm-hmm. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I forgot about that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. You dirty mother. Don't you say that.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Uh-huh.
Hollywood Shuffle. The last.
Yeah, for sure. I forgot about the Hollywood Shuffle. Heck yeah. That was a comedy genius right there. Who produced that?
Director Robert Townsend.
There you go. Robert Townsend was the man back then. Show was. There it is. I forgot about old Bob Town. Uh-huh.
The Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Who's the best? Show enough.
She's Gotta Have It.
I can't remember. I remember it, but I don't remember.
Crush Groove.
Oh, yeah. That's a breakdance movie.
Brewster's Millions.
Uh-huh. That's Eddie. That's Richard.
Stir Crazy.
That's Richard.
You said The Toy, right?
Richard.
Disorder Lies.
That's Richard, ain't it?
Damon Wembley and Doran Robinson?
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember the Disorderlies. It was some movies that what movies did O.J. Simpson play in? Airplane?
That movie, I couldn't hardly handle it.
Why? It was too funny.
Naked Gun 33 and a half.
Yeah, Naked Gun. There you go.
CIA codename Alexa.
Yep. Did you hear that? Did y'all hear what she just said? The name of that movie? What? Say it again.
CIA codename Alexa.
What do we have now?
Yeah, Alexa.
Oh my goodness. Was they telling us something way back then, y'all?
Cocaine and blue eyes.
Beast, you wild? Y'all want to? I'm gonna play that. Hold on, Sherry. I gotta play that because that's the funniest part of what happened that night. I don't care what nobody say. I'm glad that happened at the Oscars that night. But
What?
that was some funny stuff. I got to play that clip because he was gonna get an award for playing Richard, Serena and Venus' daddy in that movie. And so when he started walking to the stage, Chris Rock said, "Uh-oh, Richard." Uh-oh, Richard. Let me see if this the one. Hold on. Yeah, this the one. This the one right here. Boy, this was funny. Total Recall. You sure right. She said they always telling us something. Total Recall is another one. Y'all remember this? Look at Wanda. Wanda probably had a lash. I bet she was backstage giggling her tail off after man, Wanda Sykes couldn't have been there and I get slapped, but Wanda go too hard, man. And she don't care. I know y'all done seen her in that little sitcom with her and Tootie and Mike Epps.
Welcome, Chris Rock.
Yes. Oh. Wow, what a night. Everybody, no one's wearing a mask. Just breathing raw dog tonight. Wow. Denzel, Macbeth, loved it. I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me. Y'all got to see it. It's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Oh, boy.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, Richard.
He called this man Richard. Oh, shoot. That killed me. All right, y'all. Back to the movies. Rambo, Platoon. Lucia. What's
Those
up
80s
with
are
it? Quiero mucho. La Wonderful. First Blood. Yeah.
OJ. Are we still on OJ or are we off to other movies?
I don't know what else movie OJ was on. That's the only movie, right?
He had a bunch of them, didn't he?
I thought he did a bunch of commercials.
Oh. Frogman, Naked Gun, No Place to Hide, First and 10.
I think, uh-oh, Richard. That's the first thing I think. Yeah, Naked Gun. Naked Gun was one OJ played in.
Goldie and the Boxer.
Don't know what that is. You seen that? Turner and Hooch was pretty good. You remember Turner and Hooch?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I thought old Hooch was dead. That hurt my feelings.
One of the best movies is The Notebook, though. All you men need to watch that.
Why?
Because
Women, y'all need to watch it.
it's one of the greatest love stories ever.
And it shows how indecisive y'all are all the time.
Oh my goodness. And you need to read the 5 love languages.
I don't know if you need to do all that.
Give me your address. I'll send you the book.
No, you don't want to be.
You need to know your love language of your children. You need to
You
know the
don't
love
need to
language of
love anybody's love language. Love is love. It don't got its own language. See this what's wrong with people. Then you have people confused and breaking up because they don't read that book.
No, sir. No, it helps you love your spouse, your partner better, your children better.
No.
Oh my gosh, we need to have
Makes
a
people change. And then they
relationship
be wondering
live.
what's wrong with you and be thinking you cheating.
Oh, look
This
at what
nigga.
Beast. Okay, thank you, Beast. Beast said, "Yeah, I saw the Notebook and I cried, and I'm still a man."
I
Thank you.
cried too on the Notebook too. I cried in the part where she started playing that piano, and that doctor said, "How's she doing that?" And he said, "It's in her heart. That's in her heart. You can't take that away."
Yeah, if I'm dating somebody and I say, "Hey, will you watch The Notebook with me?" and they say, "If that is that a chick flick?" and I say, "Yeah," and they say, "Nope," I'm like, "Okay, bye."
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, what was the redhead's name?
Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I can't remember.
Beast, what was the redhead's name?
Cause we forgetting all about Pee Wee Herman.
Mel Pee Herman.
The phone's messing up, Dolly. Can't hear you. Okay, Pee Wee. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm on a mission. Secret
That
mission.
was the dopest movie ever. Pee Wee Herman was a fool. He had to go to the basement in the Alamo to get his bike. He got to the Alamo and found that it didn't have no basement. They laughed his ass. He said, "Pee Wee, where you at?" He said, "I'm in Texas." He said, "No, you for real, Pee Wee?" He said, "I'll prove it. Watch this. The stars at night, don't need them." Everybody just stopped. Deep in the heart of Texas. And then they continue to.
Did everybody see Rocket Man? That's one of my.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is
I
one
see
of my
Rocket
favorite.
Man.
Rocket Man.
I ain't seen it. I heard about it. I ain't seen Rocket Man.
Edward Scissorhand.
Nah, that was a dope one. Him and Powder. What was the name of that movie? Was it Powder? Remember, it was a dude named Powder in the movie. Beast, what's the name of that movie? That boy played that thing, that real pale thing, and they called him Powder. And he had like super abilities. Like he touched the lock on one lock on one locker, and all the locks started flipping up down the row. Powder made that. He had this one dude shot a deer, and he wanted
Oh yeah, yeah.
to feel what the deer felt, and he gave the man a heart attack. And the man almost died. Remember when the deer was dying, and he grabbed the deer and he grabbed the man. He's now you're gonna feel this shit. This is what it feels like when you do this shit.
Yeah.
What was the name of that movie? Was it Powder? I know his name was Powder.
There's more fireworks tonight. Why would they be having fireworks? We just had like a tornado warning.
Was that the name of the movie, Powder?
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
he had that. Like she said, the Labyrinth. Then when you get to the 90s, I don't know. I quit watching movies probably after the 80s. In the 90s.
It's Powder.
Is it?
Yeah, he was an albino. Did you know that?
Yeah, I just know he's Powder.
His brain possesses a powerful electromagnetic charge.
And then they had that one girl. Remember her dad used to make money come out of the phone with Firestarter. Remember her?
Firestarter. Yeah.
And then they had that one lady. I can't remember what, but she was like a government agent. The government would call her and she would go kill somebody, but she had a boyfriend and stuff. and she'd always go back to him, and he'd be like, what happened? And she'd be like, don't even ask. She'd come back fucked up, and he never would ask her. You know what I'm saying?
How about Mork from Mork and Mindy?
Oh yeah, Mork and Mindy. But you talking about sitcoms?
I know. I was just switching it up.
That ain't movies from back then. Them sitcoms. They don't know nothing about nothing but the Cosby.
How about Ghost? How about Dirty Dancing? How about
See? Nah, nobody in here probably knows those two.
Hey,
Well, they
Pete,
probably do because
these
they
ones
probably
with
seeing
the
them
book.
now, but
Anybody see Mandingo? No, you guys wouldn't have.
nope. What is
Lucia, did you see Mandingo? Short Circuit, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about Short Circuit. Who's Johnny?
No batteries included. No.
Batteries not included. I don't remember that. I
What was
think the only movie I ever went to see with somebody in Cali, I think it was called Clockers.
What was the one where
Oh, okay, I remember Ghost. That was the one with
Daisy and Demi Moore?
and who else was in
Demi
there?
Moore.
Who else? She on The View. The black lady on The View.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep.
Trying to forget. Kinda, Lucia. You'll have to look it up.
Yeah, Ghost was a good movie. That was a good movie. They redid Ghost on a parody on In Living Color. And the dude was Sammy Davis Jr. And he came back to see his wife, and Jim Carrey was the person that was telling him that was his wife, and it was the sister of them boys that had the show. And she was in there. He was like, tell her I said I love her. Says Sammy says he loves you. She goes, he wouldn't say it like that. He said, tell her I said, boing boing boing. He said, boing boing boing. And she said, you are talking to Sammy. That was hilarious. Tommy Davis, it was Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis. When Jim Carrey did Vera DeMarlo or Vera.
Yeah.
He was a female bodybuilder.
Female bodybuilder. Jim Carrey. Yeah. Man, And Living Color was funny as hell. Homie, don't play that. That was the funniest one to me. What you think? I'm gonna sit here and give you a smile and shake your hand and say you did a good thing. Pow! Homie, don't play this.
I forget who was it. One of the dancers became somebody famous.
It was Jamie Foxx used to play that girl, and he always go to meet Tommy Davis, and they start fighting at first. They would say, "Come on, girl, it's a double date. You gonna meet me right there?" Oh shit! They just start swinging at each other. Oh hell no! Man, there was some good comedy back then. Yeah, J-Lo's on there.
J-Lo, duh. What's the one movie where Deliverance? Have you guys seen Deliverance? Well, you guys.
What's up, Curtis? J-Lo. Yeah, that was funny, man. Them was some of the funniest movies right there.
Fly Girl, that's what they called him.
Yep. Man, I miss In Living Color. We need something like that to come out again, man, because that was like, it make fun of the parodies of right now. They could
Yeah.
do it good right now, but see, they be part of cancel culture. They'll be canceled in a week if they
What?
repeated, if they
Oh,
did parodies nowadays of things
yeah.
they used to do back then. You'd be canceled in a week.
Saturday Night Live isn't even any good anymore.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I remember hearing about that movie, but I ain't go see it.
What was the one like where they put you to sleep and then they took you to another dimension? Was
The
Leonardo
Matrix.
in that one?
The Matrix.
No, I saw the Matrix. That who was in that one? Who's that guy? Keanu Reeves.
The Matrix.
Yeah, but that Leonardo was in one.
One of the dopest movies I saw was Seven. The Seven Deadly Sins, Morgan Freeman.
I don't
And they
remember.
had that killer, he was killing people, made that one dude eat himself to death. And then that cop was chasing him, and then he called the cop out there. He said, "Okay, you got me. Come get me." And when the cop got there, he had the cop's wife's head in a box. He said, "But you got to open. I got a package for you." He opened it, and the cop's wife's head was in the box, and he wanted to kill him. And Morgan Freeman was like, "You can't kill him. No, he wants you to be just like him. This is spiritual warfare, man. You can't. It's a spirit. You can't win. You gotta fight it." He was like, ah. He wanted to kill the dude so bad. Remember that, Lucille? They was trying to catch him for a long time.
Inception. Did you
I
guys
don't
see?
remember that. That was Brad Pitt. You sure right. Flatliners.
Mm.
Hey y'all, what's the movie the British movie where they it was a guy, man, I can't remember what the gist of it was, but Brad Pitt was a fighter in that movie.
Brad Pitt was a fighter.
Yeah, he was like this fighter in like a underground league, and they had their own like language. Him and these people, they were real like country or something. They was like from way off in Louisiana, but the movie was based in England, but they had their own language and shit, and they were like treated like dumb. No, it wasn't called Fight Club. It was more funny. It had some black dudes in there. What's up, Sean? It had some black dudes in there in the movie, and they had fake guns. And the real killer dude, he had his gun sitting on the table, and they walked in, and they pointed them fake ass guns at him, and they said, break, do this or do something. He said, you don't intimidate me. And they was like, what? What do you mean? We got two guns pointed at you. He was like, you do understand, see, on the side of your gun, it says replica. On the side of my gun, it says 357 mag. He grabbed his gun, they took off running. And the gun, they shot the gun. It was so loud, it blew out all the windows in the car. And the dude, they had him with a bag over his head in the trunk. And some kind of way he got out. And he was handcuffed still, and he was walking across the street like a chicken. Because he was trying to be careful. He didn't know what he was walking. When he was walking, he had that bag on his head. He couldn't see. I can't remember the name of that movie.
How about Lost Boys? Did you guys see Lost Boys?
Oh, yeah. I think everybody should have saw that. That's another classic. I can't remember the name of that movie that saved my life. You didn't find it,
It's
Sherry?
not Fight. Oh, you said it wasn't Fight Club, right? Or Fight
No.
Primal Fear. Oh, that's a different one.
What was it called? Fight Club? Snatch. Y'all ain't never seen Snatch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Snatch. That's what it's called. Yeah, that JC. Yeah, Snatch. It's called Snatch. If you ain't seen it, it's funny, man. You gotta watch it. It's a good movie.
Wayne's World. Did you guys see Wayne's World?
Nah, I didn't watch Wayne's World. I didn't watch the one Dumb and Dumber. I still ain't seen that. After you know what did it for me? Napoleon Dynamite. That did it for me.
Napoleon Dynamite. Like
You-
I had to watch it just to see what it was about, and I thought it was hilarious.
yeah, it's so stupid. It was funny.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. It's so stupid. It's funny. It was just. The timing was perfect in that. That's I'm gonna say that about that movie. That was just.
Cool.
Yeah. But that's why I say I don't know. See, like you have you seen Life, Sherry?
Seen what?
Life.
Seen like obviously not.
Life. The movie Life.
Light.
Life. Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Oh, okay. See? We can't be friends. You ain't gonna watch Life.
But that was like all the girl. I was going into work, and these girls were like in this deep conversation, and I'm like, are we talking about like real people, or like what are we talking about? Well, they were all reading that Twilight series. And
Oh.
every day I went into work, and I'm like, good Lord, you guys, when you have kids and you work, when do you have time to read these books? Well, shoot, every minute they had, they were engrossed in this book. Well, then when the movies came out, whew, finally my daughter and I was like, okay, let's like watch the first one and see like what it was all about. And we were like, okay. And
No, I
she's
never seen another guy.
my daughter watched like every 80s movie, every 80s horror movie, and she was like, that was a really dumb movie. Just like Harry Potter. Everybody's talking about Harry Potter, and she's like, okay, Mom, let's watch the first one, see what it's about. And we're like halfway through, we're going, no, turn it off.
Yeah, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I can't watch movies like that. I never. That's why I didn't do superheroes or comic books. Or I never was into it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't. I like GI Joe, but I wouldn't watch the cartoon to go see the movie.
I've seen Harlem Nights, yeah, but life. Let me look it up.
No, she ain't seen Life.
I'm a visual person.
Well, we all seen American Pie.
Yeah. What was the one where all like they Porkies? You guys see Porkies?
Yeah, Porky's. Oh yeah, Meet the Fockers. Porky's. What else was behind that? Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah. No, I didn't see Life.
What was the cop movie where they told the lady, they say pull him over, and she was walking next to the car going pull over, pull over. What was the name of that? Police Academy. You remember Police Academy?
Yeah. Well, what was the TV show where the cops, the one cop wore really short shorts and Reno? Is it Reno 911?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Colors. She said Bronx Tale. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Animal House. Yeah, that was a good one.
Animal House was funny. Yeah. Colors.
Stand By Me was a good one. Yeah.
I never seen American History X. That sounds like something I want to see. I am a nightmare walking psychopath stalking. You don't know about Colors, do you?
About
Ice-T.
Amityville Horror. Anybody watch that one?
The Amityville Horror House.
Amityville Horror. Did you see?
I didn't watch nobody. I told you I only watched Freddy because he cracked jokes. All the other killers were Michael Myers. Oh, and I did watch Candyman.
Candyman.
That Candyman to me was sick.
The Freddy Krueger one. Oh, that one. I did not like that one.
Freddy, the only one I like. I didn't like Jason. Cause Freddy cracked jokes before he do stuff. He was funny.
Freddy came out whenever I
don't
had
remember Thomas.
Apartment. I'm a chicken, so it was like.
I don't remember Thomas. I'm gonna tell you something. In my small town in Texas, we didn't get a lot of movies. Poltergeist. We didn't get a lot of movies. Like E.T. literally was at our movie theater for like a year, 2 years, 3 years straight. I bullshit you not. I swear. You could go by the movie theater and E.T. gonna be playing. You can go see that any day. We didn't get a lot of movies like that. We didn't. I mean, you almost had to have cable to watch TV back then when I first got here. You would get nothing but radio, AM radio at that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say at my mom's we had antenna, but at my dad's we had cable. So
Yeah.
MTV, that was like,
And I didn't care about cable. I started playing the game. Yeah, E.T. was up there for a long time. By the time I hit middle school and high school, we had caught up with the world a little bit. So we were starting to get movies.
so you
You
guys
know.
talk about your games. I had Atari. That was my game.
Yeah, that's what I hell raised with pinheads. See, I never saw it.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was the main channel here until we got BET. I think we got BET. I was in the 10th grade. And I fell in love with Midnight Love because I had never really heard and I had older brothers and sisters. My sister was a Peabo Bryson fan. She was the only one that ever really listened to music. So Peabo Bryson was my boy. I love Peabo Bryson, but that's all I really heard,
God.
except for what came on 1510 KDKO in Denver, Colorado, where I grew up. So I remember some songs, but see, the disadvantage I had is I grew up in the suburb. So I listened to a lot of soft rock back then. A lot of soft rock. That was my shit. But when we got BET and they had Midnight Love, man, you could miss me with everything else. By 11 o'clock, I was in the house. I was amazed. I saw Jodeci. And then I started seeing these guys in videos that was already out. Like Jodeci, they were singing in Father MC song, treat them like they want to be treated. You should treat them right. Remember that? I didn't know that was Jodeci until after I knew who Jodeci was. Yeah, I remember the Jaws series. Orca. Y'all remember Orca? Orca was colder than Jaws. But yeah, we didn't.
And I didn't have TV for like 6 months. So
I fell in love with Jodeci, Keith Sweat, Gerald Levert,
Keith Sweat, Ryan White.
Mariah Carey, shoot, anybody that has slow jams out.
Who sings Caribbean Queen?
Golly, he sing a bunch of good songs.
Yeah.
Man, his name on the tip of my tongue. What's up, Keith?
Oh, come on.
I can't think of his name. Billy Ocean, there it is.
Billy Ocean.
Girl, he sing a bunch of good songs. He had some slow jams they used to jam.
Oh, thanks, media.
And I used to love, going off. Donnie Simpson had the coldest going off saying in the whole world back then. What that nigga used to say when we go out. I don't mean to call you no nigga, Donnie, because you was the man back then. That boy would sit up there with them pretty eyes and that good skin and that good hair. He say, always shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll be amongst the stars. That was my lick. I was like, already, man. It's time for me to close this down and go sleep. I got school in the morning. I'm going to shoot for the moon, because even if I miss, I'll always be amongst the stars. Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all remember that. That was me, man. I used to be in the house. I got amazed by R&B music.
That was the good music. Because they were
Nah,
talking.
I had to go back to the 70s, the 60s, and then I flew around and got a hold to my great aunt's record player. And oh man,
Well,
there was amazing songs back then. The
mom.
wordplay
Mm-hmm.
was Lord. Ooh, these boys don't they just say any old thing now, man. Y'all need to go back and learn some wordplay.
My dad was a big movie buff. Or
Oh yeah.
music.
The
Sorry.
movies, the songs. No, we still on movies. We everywhere. We just in the 80s. We done just narrowed it down to being in the 80s now.
My dad loved the
But
Beatles, but then he liked Elton John. So that's a weird combo.
see, yeah, you on a different side. We went through a lot of movies on the 80s. And again, you know some more movies on the 80s? Because like I said, I wasn't privy until like 87, 88 till I really experienced like the black side of things, like black side. I knew the black side. I played football and stuff, but I didn't really get into the music. I didn't hang out with black people. All my friends was mainly white because I didn't live. I lived and went to school on the other side of town.
Yeah, but once MTV came out, then it was kind of like a little bit of
Oh,
everything.
she said Queen. Yeah, that's another good one. In Chicago.
And you had Kiss, and you had Journey, and you had.
She said, "Yep." That was like my sister. Now that was their music when they was in high school. I remember going to high school with my sister, and she was on the gymnastics team, and they hung me on the high bar. They just hung me up there playing, but then I think they forgot I was up there, and so I was just hanging on up there, and then they was talking, and I just fell.
Well, were the mats there? There.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
My sister's like, "Boy, why didn't you say nothing?" All right, shit. I was laying down there. I was tough though, cause there was some girls there. I wasn't gonna cry, but I couldn't breathe. Like, give my sister, my closest sister to me is like, I think she was 14 when I was born. What's up, E? Yeah, she like 14 when I was born. So they used to treat me like they little child, but I was their little brother though. I was like the surprise. By the time I met my brother, he had came back from college. I didn't know my brother till he got back from college. When he walked in the house, I was like, "Fuck you come from? Who are you?" And he was like, "You don't remember me?" And I was like, "No. Who is this?" And it was like, "That's your brother." I was like, "Oh, I got a brother? You mean I got more than these two people?"
How many in your family?
4.
I used to hate that when they'd say, "How many brothers and sisters do you have?" And it'd be like, "Well, which house?" Like,
Well, my mom never had no more kids. My dad had 2 more, and Sharon and Jeremy. I'm close to them too. I mean, we still talk a lot. One's in Arizona, one's in Denver. You know what I mean? But
well, when my parents divorced, like parents weren't divorcing, so it was like,
yeah, no, it's
plain.
my mom. She waited a long time to get divorced. I mean, my dad had moved back to Temple a long time before we moved. Before I moved back down there, and I guess they was getting back together. I was like 9, 10 before this move. I remember my dad being there, and then I remember him not being there. Now I don't remember my brother even being there, but I know my brother got a full ride, and I learned that he got a full ride. He was real good at golf, so he got a full ride in college playing golf. And so, I don't know. I didn't know him until I was like 5 or 6. Then I realized, well, I got an older brother. He started showing me moves in football and stuff. Then I was like, oh, I got an older brother. Like, he been here before. He can, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit more advanced because I had an older brother. Like I said, my one older sister, she was just like God's angel. She never done nothing wrong. And she was very sensitive. She was always crying when something happened. That was my favorite person in the whole world.
Her
But
name's Sharon.
her first boyfriend, I met him when I was like 5. He moved here with our family. That's how close we were. Her first boyfriend. Her first boyfriend she married. And he moved here because she was passing. And she had cancer. And when she died here, he just stayed here like he's part of the family. Like, he's still here. My brother's still here. We still talk. We still kick. Like, that's my brother. I knew him before I knew my real brother. Let me put it like that.
Wow. What kind of cancer?
She was like the perfect person ever. That was like the perfect person ever. And so my other sister, she was really, really pretty. She did a lot of modeling. She ended up, her first husband, he played on the practice team of the Denver Broncos. He was a huge dude. And then she moved down here when we moved down here because she had a baby, and I guess things wasn't going right up there. And then she got married, and she been with this guy since like I say, every girl, the women in my family, if you touch them, y'all married. And they very selective. So
The Bee Gees, yeah.
I like How Deep Is Your Love.
Yeah, and their little brother, that was a sad.
Doug, what's up, fam? The Client was a good ass movie. Did he move us up to the 90s yet?
Is it selfish for parents to get a divorce while the children are young?
No, not if they gonna drive the child crazy. If they can't handle themselves, they need to get away from each other before they make the child crazy and make the child think this is how relationships go.
I will tell you, my mom was selfish, and for me, like I stayed for the kids. So, my mom did not want to move. She did not want my dad to go to college to better himself. Stupid. My dad was working three damn jobs. Like, he wanted to go to college so he could work one job, and she didn't want to move from Tuscarawas County, Ohio. Come on,
So no, I just stayed dope. I never knew what my parents was doing. I just knew we came back to Temple, they was together, and then they wasn't. Then it was nobody for a long time, and then all of a sudden my mom just popped in. I was playing the game, and she looked at me and she said, "Can you pause that?" I said, "Yeah." So she sat me down and she said, I'm getting married Saturday, right? And this was like Friday or Thursday or something. And I was like, what you mean you getting married? She was like, yeah. Do you mind if I get married? I was like, I really didn't know. What was funny about this, everybody in the whole town knew my mama was dating somebody except for me. This is how I am so out of people's business. And they're like, you so stupid. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't like pay attention to shit. Like, I be on my own shit. I don't really be giving a damn. For real. I had just got off work. I'm late to the damn wedding. She was dressed up wrong. Man, that just threw me for a loop. But that's how disconnected I was. So I really don't, I was taught at a young age, grown people business was grown people business. So I just stayed out of the grown people business. That helped me along the way a lot because I'm skinny. I be seeing skinny dudes getting handled rough. They be in the wrong business.
I did, like, whenever I had kids, like, it was all about the kids, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss any of their sporting events, their school events, their you know.
I missed a bunch of stuff. Not on some of it on purpose, some of it not on purpose, but I missed a bunch of stuff. But I wouldn't change. Sometimes you can't go. Like sometimes in my son's basketball game, it would get kind of there because he was good and he didn't look like he was he didn't look like he played the part. And they were beating teams they weren't supposed to beat. You know, they had this shit set up sometimes. And they were beating everybody was related from the ref to the coach. And he's dogging them out there. But they didn't know, like I said, they didn't know. When my son, still now, you can't tell. You would think you was looking at a Mexican dude. Just a straight Mexican dude. He looked just like me, but just put Mexican, put long hair like yours, and brighter skin.
Only Mexican. Now you're sounding racist.
But it was funny. You know, it was funny. I couldn't go because and my mom was right, I get too emotional when it's supposed to be about the kids. But I didn't like the wrong that was, you know what I'm saying? So, because he just got, oh, girl, you know I'm Mexican. You already know. I'm from National City. No, I'm playing. You from National City. No, I'm playing. Don't jump on me, Lucy.
My daughter would pray that her dad wouldn't come. Because it would never be about like that she did a great job. It would be everything that she did wrong. And she was top scorer, you know. So she'd be like his dad.
Already at it again. I mean, put that up there. That's like the quote of the night. And it don't. I ain't never blamed nothing on my dad or my mom. I mean, I made my own decisions. A lot of the time, I knew what I was doing. I just didn't care. And that was for real. I had my own path. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, man. Y'all told me not to do all this stuff. I'm going to do everything y'all told me not to do, just to show y'all how to do it. And I wasted a lot of time being stubborn. For real. Half stepping, 1 foot in the game, 1 foot at work. Most of the time, nah, man. I wasted a lot of time.
He never looked in the mirror to know what he is, except for what he could see. Do you ever see him? He kind of like twirls his mustache sometimes when he's on camera.
Who does?
You.
No, I don't neither. This finna come off. It's hot. Y'all know how I do. I just get lazy. But then again, I work every single day, so I don't be tripping. I don't care what nobody says. I work every single day. I don't get a day off.
What's the little mouse in the cartoons? Ah, shoot. My brain's not working.
The honorary Mexican.
Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez.
You was a product of that in your life, in your youth.
We're gonna start calling him Speedy.
See, I understand that.
Yeah, that's his new nickname.
No, I'm Slowpoke Rodriguez. Y'all don't remember Slowpoke Rodriguez? Speedy Gonzalez's cousin. I'm not the fastest, but my cousin is.
So he's
what I'm saying?
Racy Rodriguez.
You hear what I'm saying? What's up, Chantal? You remember him? I'm not the fastest, but my cousin is. Slowpoke Rodriguez.
I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to look
Y'all
it
gotta
up.
look up. Y'all, man.
I can't sleep tonight. I'll be watching those on YouTube.
That's it. Yeah, man. I'm surprised y'all didn't know about that. That's the man. Shoot, man. See, my cartoon back then, to tell y'all the truth,
Roadrunner.
nah, my favorite cartoon ever was Fat Albert in the Gang, because they always sung a song at the end about what was going on. And they was always helping people. No, 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 having a good time. Hey, hey, hey. That was my favorite cartoon. I like nice cartoons back. I didn't like. That's why I like He-Man. I like nice cartoons. I ain't like the mean cartoons. I ain't all that running into stuff. I didn't like that. I had another cartoon I liked, but I don't know what it's called. But it used to be something like it would be a scenario going on, but it halfway through the scenario, most of the time it would say, "Get the pigeon, get the pigeon." Y'all don't remember that? Get the pigeon. The town people would be running through the cartoon going, "Get the pigeon, get the pigeon." They'll be chasing a pigeon, and he'll be flying just low enough right in front of them, like leading them, and they'll like run through the scenario real fast. I'm surprised y'all don't remember Get the Pigeon. That was my cartoon right there.
Scooby Doo was my favorite.
Now Foghorn, I could deal with him. Beast, I could deal with him. Yeah, I could deal with him. I say, boy.
See, now we used to be like in the kitchen doing something. My stepdad would be in the recliner watching the Roadrunner and the Coyote, and he would be laughing hysterically, and we didn't even know what cartoon what was happening, but we would be laughing so hard, laughing at him, laughing.
Laughing. I didn't watch a lot of Looney Tunes. I played a lot of. I used to play on my little. We had a football. I had a couple of these footballs. I got one like every year, and I had like 100 men. I had a lot of men, and I
Oh, the
had
vibrating football game.
yeah. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and all the men, and they were because they was different every year. It was like the game. I had a pinball machine. I had a racetrack. My racetrack went all around the basement, all up and down the
Air hockey.
wall and stuff. Huh?
Air hockey.
No, I never played that. I had never had air hockey, foosball, or none of that till I went to the boys' club and learned how to play that. But I didn't have. I had like, but so that's the stuff I kind of grew up messing with. The race cars with your triggers, and you just watch them, and fix your car up, try to get it lower to the ground, fatter tires, stickier to that strip. You try to get it at a constant speed, hold it right so it wouldn't stop. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had a bunch of those football games, so I played a lot of running my man into men and running plays and the X and the O's and pushing me in. You know what
All
I'm
by
saying?
yourself?
Uh,
All by yourself?
yeah, all by myself. I didn't have nobody else. That's what I did. That was my shit. And so that's how I didn't watch a lot of cartoons like that. Like I said, if it wasn't like that Get the Pigeon and Fat Albert and the Gang, I really didn't dig a lot of them. Like Looney Tunes, and I didn't really start watching TV, tell you the truth, till Saved by the Bell came on.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Do
because
you
I was in love with Lark Fiore. I had never seen no girl that pretty before.
they had those after school specials, and then they had those like government commercials, like Conjunction Junction, what's your function, you know, I'm just a bill,
Yeah,
a lonely old bill.
yep, I remember that. That was a commercial. I remember the boys club and girls club. We used to have one too. That was big in my town. I don't know how much my mama paid for a pass, but I went all year. Like they would come pick us up from school because she couldn't get off work. And if I had basketball practice, I just took my stuff with me to school. And when they pick you up in the boys' club van, take you to the boys' club, you get off, take a shower. They had showers and everything. It was time to play basketball. I remember that. That was some of the fun stuff I got to do. But everybody did. That was like in our neighborhood, everybody did that. Schoolhouse rock. Oh yeah. Stuff like that beats. Like the cartoons, I think He-Man was like the last one. He-Man and She-Ra was like the last one I really dug. After that, I didn't really do cartoons too much. I know one thing that happened. I got a basketball goal mounted to the house when I turned about 7. And so I was never in the house. Rain, sleet, snow, blizzard, I was shooting the ball. I wake up early in the morning dribbling. And we had this crazy neighbor. She was Vietnamese, so it used to bother her and her husband. And he was like a war vet. Man, they were crazy. I did everything I could to keep my ball out of their yard, because man, they would lose their mind if you stepped on their grass or that ball hit their grass. Sometimes she'd be out there cutting it with scissors, y'all. I swear to God. Obsessed with their yard. They had bricks in their driveway, so couldn't nobody get in their driveway.
Which show? There was a show that had Witchy Poo in it, and then there was a show that had they were dressed up characters and they had a band, and it was a monkey and an elephant and a.
You talking about Pee-wee's Playhouse? I used to watch that.
No. I think it was Hanna-Barbera Productions, but no, I'm showing my.
I forgot about Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yeah, when you said all that, that sounded like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Remember the purple chair?
It was probably 70s.
And you say the magic word, everybody will holler, ah! Yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse was the lick. That was the lick.
HR Puffin Stuff. Did you ever see that show?
Uh-uh. I don't remember that. But I remember, yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Remember? Pee-wee had that foil ball. He used to roll it out.
Okay, now what was the...
Pee-wee was wild, man. All the voices on there.
Remember Captain Caveman and...
Yeah, and Sonic.
The Funky Phantom?
I'm bad.
You good shit. And Sonic.
A lot going on.
Captain Caveman.
And
Huckleberry Hound?
I remember Underdog. He went that long time.
Yogi Bear? The Banana Splits?
what is that, a movie?
No, they were... It was a show.
What kind of movie is that?
The Banana Splits? Bryce is
Who's
frozen.
in that movie?
The
Who's in
Banana
that movie?
Splits?
Yeah.
It was a kid's show. I can type.
right? Shot Town, the banana split.
Does anybody remember it? Is it just me? I'm probably the oldest person.
Yes, you. Oh, that's what I said. It depends on where you live. When I moved to Temple, man, I lost all that. I was like 10. Like I said, we didn't have very much of
Frozen.
that.
Probably doesn't realize he's frozen. This is what they look like.
I don't remember none of that.
They had live characters and then they had a
Nah,
cartoon.
that reminded me of the dinosaur show. Y'all, did you used to watch the dinosaur show? Where the baby would call the mama, and call the daddy not the mama.
Not
Who
the
is
mama.
that?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Not
The
the mama.
mama. Who is that? Not the mama.
Yeah, shit.
Not the mama. Baby, probably make them mad.
That was a good show though.
It's just fancy. Hey.
That was a funny little show. Yeah, dinosaurs though. Ow. Yeah, alien life form. Hey, Willie. He was always telling jokes. Hey, Willie. And chasing the cat. He wanted to get that cat bad.
Hey Speedy, you're frozen.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh.
Who talking straight? You said race speeder?
We were talking about Speedy Gonzalez and Rice said he
Oh.
was Slowpoke Rodriguez. So
Did you look it up?
his screen's frozen.
Whose screen? Oh, shoot.
Rice's.
Who's serious? It froze up on me. I don't know. I got an update, so now
You
I'm
wonder
sure
like
like
how some of those shows stayed on so long. They like my cable company. They've been playing Laverne and Shirley, and Happy Days. You guys probably don't remember Rhoda. He's pretending.
What you say, Sherry?
When I used to go visit my dad and my stepmom, she loved Mary Tyler Moore, and he was the guy that was the.
Like a mother's mother.
Oh my gosh, it was like so. Like we'd get there on Friday night, and we were allowed to have pop. I don't know what you guys call pop soda, pop chips, and we could watch the Mary Tyler Moore show. And I was like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Three's Company, yeah.
See, my sister used to watch stuff like the Mary Tyler Moore show.
Yeah, Mary Tyler. What show was she in before that? Dick Clark? Not Dick Clark.
Mary Tyler
Dick Van
Moore
Dyke.
show.
Dick Van Dyke.
Them girls, all them girls that went to school together, Blair, Tootie.
Oh, The Facts of Life.
Yeah. She used to watch another show where it was two dudes. They was gay and they lived in this woman's they wasn't gay, they were straight, but they had to dress up like women to live in this motel. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Was he foreign?
No. They had to be women in order to live in this motel. A Different World was all I like. That was my shit too. And always, it came on right after the cop. Different World was it.
Turn your volume up, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Your mic.
Oh, okay. You are loud.
It's like you're muffled.
Not muffled, but sound like you're like echoing.
He's playing his Slowpoke Rodriguez part.
Shit, well, what's up, Lucia? What's up? What's up?
How about now?
Yeah, you sound way better
Good.
now.
Oh, the Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls. And like as an adult, like I like older adult, I didn't realize how risque those women were.
I can't remember the name of that show where them two dudes they had to dress up like women because they lived in this motel. And um, I'll tell you another show that was good. That show that Queen Latifah played in, and that one girl was a lawyer, and the dude he worked the one dude he was a lawyer, and the his friend was he fixed everything around the apartment. He ended up marrying that kind of goofy girl. Living single, there it is. The Wonder Years, that was
Somebody
Bosom Buddies. That's what it was called. Oh yeah, different show. Bosom Buddies. That's what it was called. Y'all didn't watch those. See, my sister used to watch stuff like Maud. Did y'all ever watch Maud?
yeah, love Maud.
It was
And there's Maud.
you know what the spinoff to that was?
Maud. Well, there was Rhoda. There was Maud. There was
Yeah, but you know what the spinoff was for Estelle Bro? The she was the maid in Maud, the black lady.
the Jeffersons.
No, Good Times.
Good
Her
time.
husband in Good Times was her husband in Maud.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, Belvy.
New York Undercover. I don't know. I'm a special victims unit.
The comedy, Lucille Ball. It was another what was that show where it was like
Carol Burnett.
there it is. There it is. That was fun. Carol Burnett show.
Married with Children. Yeah. Peg Bundy. I went as Peg Bundy. I used to have red hair, and I went as Peg Bundy one year for Halloween.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know? Married with
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, that dope. That song at the beginning. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. Did you know Kelly had
Kelly,
she's been struggling. Kelly Bundy.
she's what?
She's been struggling. I forget her
Real name.
She did all those commercials. Oh, the Star Trek dude.
Oh, Al did good for himself. He's still going. Or
Yeah.
it might be off now, but I was watching it not too long ago. It's kind of funny. It got homosexuals in it, though. That's what kind of bothered me a little bit. That's why I kind of veer away from it. But it's kind of funny. What's it called?
Who?
Perfect Strangers. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the
You
one
guys
that
have
I play with. I like Moonlight. I don't know if y'all ever watched Moonlight, but Moonlight is all right to me.
Moonlighters?
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting. Yeah, that was.
Huh? The Family Matters was good too. Yeah.
About 8 is enough.
Yeah. Now Night Court was the shit. Night Court with Bull. Night Court was all right. Like I say, when you get into that era, you get into Martin. You know, stuff like that. That was pretty dang on funny. Sister. Because I watched what was the one Brandy's show. Brandy had a TV show.
Oh, that Moesha?
Moesha, yep. Moesha. And that was that's why I didn't like Brandy. I didn't think Brandy was the cutest girl in Moesha. I
Yeah,
thought
Moesha was way funnier than Brandy.
yeah, what's the girl name that played on the Parkers? I thought she was the funniest one in
Roseanne.
the one that played on the Parkers. I thought she was way fly. I thought she was way prettier than Mo. But Roseanne was a good one too. She done did something else. I see she in the news again. She done did something. Yeah, she
Roseanne.
was fly. Kim was the flyest one to me.
Yeah, that I liked the one dude too. The one dude was funny. That one dude there, he was like he dark skinned and he's
Yeah,
always he is funny as hell. He's so funny.
he was the funnier one. The other dude wasn't as funny as him. The
Right.
Bernie Mac show was funny. I think my funniest Bernie Mac one was I'm crazy man.
Mhm.
I'm crazy man. You don't want to
Yeah,
mess with
Bernie
me.
Mac, yo, he's funny.
You gotta act crazy so they'll leave you alone. I'm crazy man.
I don't get it though, right? Because they give these people them these show, but they end up turning around don't liking them. Like I felt like what that is with Bernie Mac, where they gave them the show, but they don't like him.
Who
I don't
no?
make, I don't make, they give him an opportunity, but they don't like him, man.
Yeah, but they end up loving Bernie man. Step by Step was another good one too. That
Yeah.
one with Mr. Cooper, I like that. But yeah, that Bernie Mac, you know what he did when he put them. He was like, "This is what I do all day," and he was sitting around drinking with all the the rich white women, and wasn't like come on to him or nothing. He was like hanging like he was one of the girls, and they was like he got style and everything. That's when they really got pissed off. I think they got pissed off because he was like, "Shoot, everybody can just keep. It don't gotta be about that." He was all in the business and everything. They was gossiping. He could be, yeah, he was, and still be burning. He be whooping kids and everything. That 90210 was all right. That was a good show.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Was
I like
the
certain episodes, Certain episodes I love them.
yeah.
Certain
So
episodes.
one he got shot. Them kind of episodes was pretty doggone the ones that you remember.
I like the episodes when they're about to end the show, or like when everyone was getting older,
Oh, Saved by the Bell was fire.
see
Yeah,
them more.
Yeah. Seinfeld. Anybody watch Seinfeld?
I did. Nobody in here probably watched Seinfeld, but I did.
George.
That's who Christine was. No, I ain't watched Dawson's Creek. At that time, I wasn't really watching that much TV, but I went and dug back into something because I ran into something. It was called Gossip
That's
Girl.
7 years ago. Maybe you guys didn't watch that.
Say it again.
Old show of Gossip Girl.
Gossip
That's
Girl.
Yeah, I saw an old show of Gossip Girl, and I was like,
That's
man,
what you said, Sherry. Gossip Girl.
they was about to go off.
Mm.
I said it, and I went back and rewatched it, and Gossip Girl was good. That's the only one like Dawson's Creek and all that I watched.
You got YouTube somewhere.
But that Raymond, yeah,
Everybody Loves Raymond.
You know what, Sherry? I didn't even like that show.
you
I
did
didn't
like.
like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it.
The mom's annoying.
I don't like everybody loves Raymond. I don't like that. I don't like I liked it. 2.5 Men. But
Yeah.
Sherry, you watch that? Two and
I
a
like
half
Sabri-
men.
old ones. I
Huh?
don't like the old ones.
Say it again, Sherry.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No, I said, did you watch 2.5 Men?
Oh yeah, still watch it.
Oh wow, you said it like that. You don't like my pimp friend?
What?
I said you don't like my pimp friend. You were like, oh yeah, I know
Still
everybody
watch.
hate him.
I still watch it. Reruns.
Nigga gave all them bitches the A's
Oh,
on the show.
Get bad. That
why are
nigga did.
you laughing?
Charlie a damn fool. But he got brothers. His daddy.
That
You
nigga Charlie boy. That
know,
nigga
he grew up
funny,
like
dog.
that. His daddy's huge.
He
His
funny.
daddy's huge, way huger than him. He gonna ever be.
Who's that?
Charlie Sheen daddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that nigga was a pimp too, wasn't he?
Ooh, that's why he
he
got
got
all them kids.
didn't
His little brother don't got they same last name. What's his little brother name?
Justin didn't
I think you forget what it
Justin
is.
have one of them's daughters?
I don't know. But what's his little brother name?
I remember.
Charlie Sheen's little brother, the younger one, the youngest one.
Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Yeah, you crazy.
Shut MTV down. That's the only thing MTV got away with other than playing music videos. Beavis and Butthead at 10 o'clock. Emilio
Emilio.
Estevez. Yeah, that's Charlie Sheen's little brother. A lot of people don't put it together. Yeah, that's his. That's what I'm saying. They daddy was large.
But
Yeah.
didn't Justin Bieber marry one of them's daughters? Hey, Justin Bieber's calling out P. Diddy. Did you guys see that?
For real.
And everybody else that
Now Beaver was a trip. I remember he got a whooping. He got a whooping during the interview. Dad said, "Did you just say that?" He stood him up and started hitting him on his behind. Justin was just looking at him. And then his dad said, "Is that enough?" He said,
he married a bald one. Wrong family.
"Oh." He said, "Did you just do that?" He said, "What are you doing?" And his dad just stormed out of the interview. He said, "I don't know what's wrong with him." And I was laughing so hard. Then I found that they family's like super.
Religion.
So they're super religious. Yeah. And Justin's family is, ain't they?
Yeah. But most of them are like Taylor Swift's family and Katy Perry's family.
Yeah,
And
I
the Green
heard
family.
Kate Perry's family. Like when she started wearing makeup, they disowned her. Makeup.
What about who's the guy that was the UPS man? The fake UPS man.
Who? King of Queens?
King of Queens. Yeah.
I liked him in that movie that him and Will Smith did together.
Mall Cop.
Hitch. Well, Will Smith was hooking
Oh
people
yeah,
up.
where he wasn't supposed to dance and he danced and
Yeah.
they got
Couldn't help himself. He was feeling good.
yeah. Whatever you do, don't dance. Or don't fit his mood. Yeah, who was the girl that played in that?
Oh no. Who was the girl that was got mad at when they went on that speed date and they were cussing each other out?
What girl you say?
Was that Eva Longoria?
Is that where he was allergic?
So the King of Queens. That's how us men really act for real, like big ass kids. We be just doing shit
Hitch.
and getting in trouble. We don't be thinking like that.
The movie Hitch.
Yeah, he. I can attest to that. I'll be thinking about that a lot. So I'll be doing some shit. I'll be thinking I'll be doing good. Come on. I have a plan.
Eva Mendes.
That's what it was, Eva Mendes. Yeah. Yeah, she was funny. She was mad at that movie. Will. He got that boy, he got that outfit, that allergy when he ate that seafood. man, did you see? And she was trying to get evidence out of it. Boy, she was wrong. Wrong. See how y'all women dig too much? Y'all be tripping sometimes. About to mess everybody up. Had the man there that act like he saved the dog, had him in trouble. Remember, he was laying on the curb when Will was making his introduction. He was laying on the curb with the dog. They're like, oh, you my dog with that car in front of him. Jeff, yeah, what you talking about? I don't know nothing about. The last movie, the last thing I tried to watch, and I did all the way till the homosexuality just almost took over the show for a minute. Was what's up, AP? Was
AP was good, family. I got one for you, Sherry. Angels in the Outfield.
Yep,
oh that's it.
that's a good one.
Mhm.
What's the other one where Field of Dreams?
Yeah, it was really good.
Field of Dreams. That was a good one.
And
Yeah, Mike.
all the wet movies that I tell you about, y'all educated though. Because Angel in the Outfield was an educated movie too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Back to the Future. Yeah. Like every single one. Calvin Klein.
What movie that I like? Next movie I want to call was it Flipper? Not Flipper. What's that movie with that big ass whale? That big whale, Little Dipper, or whatever that movie, whatever that Big Willie or whatever that fucking movie was. With that whale.
Michael Jackson's song about. Shamu.
You know, no, that movie, man, Big Willie. Was it that movie? That big ass dark whale.
That's what I'm talking about. The one Michael Jackson. Splash.
Submarine. Go
Free Willy.
My
Free
computer.
That's what it was called. Free Will.
I think my computer.
Is Splash the mermaid one?
Yeah, Splash, the mermaid one.
I'm doing right, putting back on my original spot where you can get like air and breathe. I think that's what it sounds like that.
Yeah, hey, did you watch those that submersible submarine video that I sent you where it was like and they found
No, Sherry, no, hold on. Little Rascals, yo.
Little Rascals.
Little Rascals was a good movie. That was like the white version of Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. And Dennis the Menace, Home Alone, like that is.
If you would a bunch of movies after
Dennis
that.
the Menace. You watch Dennis the Menace, but then you're like, yo, there's no way you get away with that shit. But Little Rascals, you're like, damn, you're about to get in trouble.
What was the girl's name that was like Dennis the Menace? It was a girl like Dennis the Menace.
There was a girl like Dennis the Menace?
Yeah, I'm gonna find her name real fast. Y'all didn't used to watch her?
Pippi Longstocking?
There it is. Pippi Longstocking was crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't watch Pippi Longstocking?
Yep.
She was crazy as hell.
Yeah, Pippi Longstocking. Oh my god.
Don't mess with her.
And that was crazy as hell. That one that used to could make her nose go sideways and wish stuff.
Oh,
For you, master. Her.
Tabitha, Bewitched.
Yeah.
Bewitched. The old one.
Probably. Oh, probably. Oh, yeah, we did that. Now they got bad grandpa.
I bought that box of blunt rice and that shit was already.
Pippi Longstocking coming to your town.
Boy, Pippi Long.
Did you guys grow up with Anne from Green Gables? That
Wow.
series.
She's
ornery.
You know, it's a pack of blunt, man. Like, this shit's crazy. Every day, I don't know what Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden is doing. I swear to God, yo, every day something. Hey, I don't know, yo. Every time they put something up, it goes crazy. Yo. I swear to God, $15 for a pack of blunt rice. You know what I mean? Last week it was $12 for a pack. You hear me?
Hey, I wish I could post a video we did on TikTok. It was Joe Biden did another fall. Well, they took a mannequin, and like Joe Biden tripped, but then they had this mannequin rolling down these planes.
Listen, man. America is cruel to themselves if they let that man.
Oh my gosh!
No, they already know.
Yo, we would have better off.
They already know.
People need to be honest, right? Everybody else too. Like everybody needs to be honest. It would have been better if they'd have let Trump ride out the term, and then you know what I mean. Let him come in with this fuckery after, because this is a whole mess, bro.
Shoot, I'd have a whole lot more money.
In my opinion, allegedly, I think if Trump make it back to the White House, they're going to kill him.
I know they're going to try to assassinate him before he goes into office. That's what I believe.
There's going to be some world disaster that there's not even going to be an election. That's my prediction.
I believe you with that, right? 100%, right? It's 100%.
Come on, y'all. The people calling for Trump. We ain't even got no more candidates. The people not even taking none of the other candidates serious. Ain't nobody worried about DeSantis like we thought they was gonna be. What Republican you know besides Joe Biden anybody worried about? And that's only because he's the president now. What Democrat? You know who's making the most moves? And I hate to be like this because it's still early, but Cornel West making the most moves right now. It's really getting out. I mean, it's a lot of people satisfied that.
Right. You know when Donald Trump was in power, right? All the time y'all needed we needed advice, we call y'all. You know, every time, majority of the time, Joe Biden needed advice, he called Justin Trudeau. You know that, right? You know that, right? Trump never did that. Trump had him like a little bitch, like he was a little boy. That's what he's supposed to be like. If he's like, you know what I mean? Not like say, you know what I mean? He's Trump is older, so yeah, treat him like worse. But I'm just saying, like, if you were a high power, you know, you want to be America first. That's how you're supposed to move. You're supposed to move like a real boss, like not like a real leader, like not a boss, like a real leader, like where you see what I'm saying. I thought is every time he calls Canada too much for help, for ideas. Like Trump never did that. That means you have no plan. You got in there through rigness. You rig it to get in there. Because if you would have did, you wouldn't have been calling Justin Trudeau, because you probably thought you wasn't gonna make it in office. That's what I'm thinking. All the American politicians.
I think he knew that he had a strong chance, and I think he had a plan. But I think he has to do what the White House tells him to do, which is different than the Donald. The Donald still minded, though, in the end. He still did what the White House wanted him to do. The only thing, they didn't like him. So everything that he did, they made it bad, but then Joe Biden came in and said, okay, do this. And Donald Trump was telling us to do the same. Like the vaccine. Who was the first one to tell us to get vaccinated? Donald Trump. But then when Biden came in, you get what I'm saying? That's who God was believing in. Yeah, he pushed the vaccine. Now, Trump was the first one to say it, that it's real. We bypassed that. That's what had me thinking at first, like, hold on. but I ain't getting no vaccine. If it get me, it just get me anyway.
It's
And then
good.
he said, don't get the
Sean
vaccine.
Harrison was good, family.
And then Joe Biden came out and said, get the vaccine. Because Trump was behind him. And when he knew that they hated him, he tried to back up and start telling the truth. But he was trying to do what he could to stay in his position. But he had done enough damage he had done too much damage to the machine itself. And he exposed a lot. What's up, Sean? He exposed a lot. And so we now know Donald Trump is part of the machine. Whether people want to believe it or not, he's part of the machine now. So if he wins, that's what I say. To get whoever or whatever point they want to cross, if they have to, they're going to kill him. I'm pretty sure he's aware of it. And I'm pretty sure he came back out of running now. I'm pretty sure they're making him run. Now it's a different ball game. You stepped into an arena. You knew better than to get, you knew you couldn't beat it. You can't drain the swamp and be part of the swamp. That's what Cornel West is running on. And that's why he's making a roar, because people are simply tired of what they've been given. They don't get an opportunity to choose for themselves. Well, shit, guess what? They opened up a platform. And people want credentials. He got credentials. When you start looking at him, you go, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He knows these people. So it's different. And he's creating a wave now. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. But I do know that as far as the machine goes, Donald Trump more than likely will be the next president, because they're already saying that they don't have nobody else that the people want, according to the people. So it's already going that way. But I'm just, the way, what I conceive, it might be different than a lot of people, and that's a whole nother can of worms. So I really don't think that would be in my favor either in the long run. Yeah, in the short term, maybe. But if it happens in the short term, that just knows that I can't spend nothing. Because in the long term, he might not be exactly who we think he is. And that's because he's very selfish. That's the one thing that ate him up, is selfishness. We can't, and the thing is, we can't expect the president to do anything around here, because that ain't what our president does. Our president regulates the world. That's why we have so many military bases all over. That's why I say if we fall, it's gonna be a lot going on, but we protect a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure people understand that, know that. But some people don't, they stop caring. We don't really have too much going on in Africa. And that seems to be the hot spot right now. So let's see how this thing goes, right? Yeah, you get the taxes and everything. Yeah, you didn't get fined for health insurance. You right, Sheriff. There were none of those penalties. So, and it almost forced you off the grid. But that's a machine thing. See, Donald Trump, he can turn it around for a little while, but he can't sustain it. He knows that now. And he knows if he doesn't go against the plan, then which I think some of the plan is going to be again to stir up racism. Because they're already labeling white people that like Donald Trump as racist. If you like Donald Trump, you automatically don't like black people, according to some black people.
I think people are up though.
Huh?
think people are waking up.
Well, they have every. I'm not.
Depending on where you live.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or make it like there ain't a reason for them to feel that way. I mean, we've had a lot of people that were white hanging out with black people, but when crunch comes to shove, when push comes to shove, even we had a black dude that had to do what white people said do. I mean, Barack Obama. I mean, if he really was like that, I mean, you'd have thought it would have been some kind of positive reinforcement, and there just wasn't. I mean, there was no talks about reparations or anything um, during
Barack
his.
Obama did more for the LGBTQ community
Yeah,
than
that's what I was
the,
about to say.
the black community.
I ate a Mr. Beast burger today, bro.
But he didn't make sure that at least some people they was working on a reparations bill. He didn't make sure. I mean, he could have did a lot more, and it didn't have to be reparations like that. All you got to do for reparations right now is give somebody, even though it's broke down, if they got family ties to a property that's being inhabited, let them just have that property.
Right.
The last claimed owner. Let them start all over. Reparations could be easy in every city because we all got somewhere in the hood that your grandma or somebody just didn't pay the taxes on. Just give it to them. This the last person that was on the deed. It's yours. What do you choose to do with it? As a state, we'll buy it, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can sell it privately, or you
It's
can.
like I just came across a post that like 4th of July, 3 years ago, gas prices were $2. So we were paying two less a gallon. So think about that.
Well,
My
what I'm saying is if we're gonna go back to the '60s when things should have been made fair, let's just go back to the '60s, not the '60s, but let's go back at least that far, where as far as property is involved. Because now we got a bunch of people that know how to play the game. So I guarantee you give, I give it 40%, 40% of young people that you just give them an old broken down house. And nowadays, you give them a house and a way to fund a way to get this house in working condition. That's what they will flip that house and yours too when they get done. And I'm not even playing. They like money. These boys greedy. If you say don't do that, then you don't have to. You can make just as much money hustling as you do this right. You can do this right here. Look, this yours. This is what we call reparations. We're gonna start you off fresh. This your property. Now I don't know where you're gonna sleep, but what I would do if I was you, I would find out about codes and seeing how to get this fixed. But I'd go in there and clear it out first because ain't no law against that. Go in there and tear it up. Keep your pillars and your studs. Keep the frame. Because then you can make it how you want to. That's a simple education. Demolition.
right, but like that by the time my house is paid for, my taxes and my insurance will be more than what my payment was.
I'm telling you. But again, as the machine moves, a lot of us don't understand because of some of the benefits due to being part of the machine. Um, we're property and we'll really never own property, so we won't get the allodial title. They'll always keep the allodial title hid from you.
Like my dad
Pay taxes on
Charlotte,
everything. You really do understand that being from this land, being born on this land, you're not supposed to pay taxes. That's unheard of. It's just that we're operating under a machine.
Yeah.
Think about all the other countries. Do you think they pay taxes in their front. No, people that move there pay the taxes. They don't really pay taxes. They get taxes from people that ain't. Oh, you ain't supposed to be around here.
Well, my dad's electric bill went up $100 in Charlotte. Now mine went up about $80, but it's kind of like December hits, your electric bill goes up because they assume you have Christmas lights, Christmas tree, and it's kind of like last year I didn't have a Christmas tree, and my electric bill went up, and I'm like, I don't have Christmas lights, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, what are you guys doing? What are you trying to pull? So.
It always goes up in the winter, though.
If you notice holiday weekend, I think people are going to be traveling, gas prices go up.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the highway
Well, I'm
patrol,
going to work.
your ticket for speeding.
That just reminded me, I'm going to work. It's already 10 o'clock.
I know,
I
I'm
got
looking
to
at
finish than me. I'm going to talk myself out. I'm going to run out of words. My word limit is about to go away.
Yeah. It's still forming.
Yeah, I sure thank y'all for coming. I'm glad we got a good understanding.
Reminisce of the 80s, 90s.
In the 90s, but that's what it came down to. But that was a good ending, because really you can tell by the way the TV shows went. Even now, like if you watch what is supposed to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now, what these kids experience, what it's supposed to look like versus what we look like, you would understand why we got some sense and why they are losing.
That shit right there, I don't know what the fuck that shit is. That shit is like, that's what Fresh Prince of Bel-Air should be like. I mean, like, why is Carlton a fucking fentanyl addict?
We should.
Like, what the fuck is that?
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have my daughter binge watch like the Cosby stuff, so she can see a normal home.
See the new one, Shay?
What's that?
See the new Fresh Prince?
Have I seen it? Huh?
You never seen it?
I don't turn on the TV until I go to bed, and then it's usually
It's on Hulu. But you gotta go check that out, man. Carlton is a fentanyl, dope fiend.
Yeah.
Overdose.
They messed it all up.
The way they did this story was whack.
Really?
Wickedy whack. That's gonna break your heart.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, really? They really did this to this masterpiece?
Well,
Yeah,
that's all the kids will know then when you say it.
You take your kids, especially the kids nowadays, so they'll know what normal is. We need to get them back to watching stuff like we used to watch before they lose all sense of family and everything. That's why you see
all this stuff like, and I hate how they make every TV show where it's like every kid, and it's a black TV show. So I gotta say, not every black kid that grows up, the whole family don't have mental health issues.
Oh, for real.
Start doing that.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
Well, devices raising the kids. TV, video games, cell phones.
No. You gotta talk. We kick it. You have to every day.
I'm not saying all of them, but majority.
And if you just listen, a smart little dumb conversation, you'll get all kind of stuff rolled off your child's tongue. They'll tell you about everything. You just start kind of conversation. You don't have to be. A lot of parents lose because they be so direct instead of just talking.
It's like my granddaughter doesn't even have textbooks at school. She has a Chromebook.
They have Chromebook.
Yeah, it's a Chromebook. That's a new thing. But you sure caught on to that in COVID when they said, "Oh, we don't need books no more, and we're gonna only give the Chromebooks, and if you don't have one, we're gonna give it to you for free." Right? Then you should have recognized that. Hey, that's gonna be your kid's textbook. No more papers. No more papers coming to classroom. That's why there's all tablets now. Everything you gotta touch.
This one here knows that equals a paycheck. So she be quick to show me that Chromebook. Look, this is what I'm doing here, Daddy. Look. Look what I grades I got. Look at this one. Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that was also like the parent link to
You can link it up.
yeah, knowing
Link it up,
what
but
the kids are learning.
they just refuse to use my email, so they use her email. I don't think they don't want to deal with me because I do a lot of fussing. I'll be asking certain questions. I know they don't like the questions I ask. But this one, I ain't had to ask no questions. She don't be in nothing. And if you start something or be messy, she be out. She don't have no friends like that. Her friends all square. I'm so glad she want to be part of that crowd. For real. The misfits. She don't even care. As long as you leave her alone. With that beard. She don't be in that.
Life will be easier.
She do not. And she got a niece. My niece is 2 years older than my youngest daughter, so and my niece wild and she big. So she don't mind. So but no, she don't like that. She get away. You wanna turn her off, be like that? No. All her friends, real they tentative. I can tell you that much. It is funny. But they on the right road. They still children. They still worried about child stuff. That's the good thing. They don't look. They look older, but they still worried about little girl stuff. That's the best thing in the world. But yeah, it's 10:02. I got to work tomorrow, y'all. So I'm out.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good,
Night.
have a wonderful Sunday night, y'all.
Sweet dreams.
Yep.
Sweet.
Night.
All right.
They.